Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Hello, everybody. Live from Breathitt County High School, it's Christian Academy of Louisville basketball. As today, it is a double dipper for the Centurions as the boys will be tipping off here in about 4.5 minutes against the Bobcats of Breathitt County. And following this game, the Lady Centurions will be taking on Rowan County in the Peggy Moore Classic. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Botello, privileged to bring you today's broadcast. And you see the Centurions out there getting loose before the game. The game before us between Central Girls and Bell County ran a little bit late, but we are getting caught up on time here. In exactly 4 minutes, this game will start as the Centurions will be taking on Breathitt County. Centurions, of course, 1-1 on the season after a huge opening victory against Shelby County, 80-44, then dropped a district game against Eastern, a hard-fought game, 67-59 just last week. They'll be taking on the Breathitt County Bobcats, a very similar record, in fact, an exact same record as they come in at 1-1, following an opening loss to Harlan County, 61-53, and then following that with a Jackson County victory, 84-58. Two very similar teams. When you look at stats, Centurions averaging 1 point more than Breathitt County, 69.5 to 68.5, and giving up 4 points less at 55.5 to 59.5 for Breathitt County. Field goal percentage, Centurions just a little bit better, 53.5 on the season, 51% for Breathitt County. Both teams taking 50 and 51 shots a game respectively. But there is a difference, it's in three-point shooting. The Centurions are lighting it up from the outside this season. They are shooting 55.6% from three-point land, 20 of 36 on the season, compared to 38%, which is a very good percentage from three-point land for the Bobcats, but nearly 20 points less than the Centurions. Free throw line, advantage goes to Breathitt County, 75% for them, only 56.5% for the Centurions. In fact, the Centurions almost shoot as well from three-point land as they do from the free throw line. Rebounding, very similar. Bobcats averaging just a half a rebound a game better in rankings preseason in their regions. Centurions, very questionably to me, not even in the top 10 in the preseason Region 7, but Breathitt County coming in at 7 in their region on the year. This is the first meeting ever between these two teams, or at least since 98-99 that we have records back to, the first meeting between these two teams. And Breathitt County led by 2 seniors and 1 junior on this team. They are led by senior Jack Fugate. He's averaging 18.5 points a game, 5.5 rebounds a game, 7 of 16 from three-point land. They have 3 double-figure scorers, the second being the junior Braxton O'Hara. He's at 15.5 points a game, and the leading rebounder, or the second leading rebounder in this team, bringing down 8 rebounds a game. And then finally, senior Brandon Slaughter. He's averaging 12 points a game and follows that with 12 rebounds a game. For the Centurions, a little different starting lineup tonight, it looks like. Had 2 players arrive late. I'm looking down. I believe they have finally got here. But Braden Daniels and Tyler Lagosty, both late tonight. They took the ACT this morning. And by the time they completed that test for college, they then got on their cars immediately and hurried here. And in fact, they just arrived a few minutes ago, but Coach Hibbard not able to put them in the starting lineup. Wasn't sure if they're going to be here by game time. So we'll give you the starting lineups. But for the Centurions, they are led by senior Jacob Sangali. When you talk about three-point shooters being on fire, there are 2 of them for the Centurions. Jacob Sangali won 8 of 13 from three-point land, averaging 18 points a game. The other young man who's filling up from the outside, Tyler Lagosty, 6 of 7 from three-point lands, averaging 9 points a game. But the rest of the starting 5, they are all close. Centurions have 5 players averaging between 8 points to 18 a game. Sangali with the 18, the other 4 between 8 and 9.5 actually, with Braden Daniels 9.5 points a game, 3 rebounds a game. Stephen Wersch coming in at 8 points a game and 5 rebounds, and Tyler McDaniel at 8 points and 4 rebounds a game. We are about ready for tip-off here, as it looks like we're going to introduce the starting lineups here momentarily. Centurion's going to be in their red and visiting team, as you'll be able to see on this. You'll see the scoreboard in our picture tonight. The guest Centurions will be on the right in your picture. Home team Breathitt County will be on the left. Starting for the Centurions tonight. and the Jacob Sangali, who is 00, started to get up as they started to announce the starting lineups, and the PA announcer threw him for a loop and announced Kyle Christensen first. Kyle Christensen getting one of those 2 starts with a couple players getting here late. Christensen 5.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds a game. He'll be joined by number 34, Tyler McDaniel. The 6'5" senior comes in 8 points a game, 4 rebounds a game. Joining them is going to be Jacob Sangali, 00, coming in 18.5 points a game, and I am not sure if he's missed a three-pointer from the corner this year. Joining them, the junior Stephen Wersch. He's about 6'4", 6'5". He's averaging 8 points a game, 5 rebounds a game. And the other person getting his first start of the year is going to be Cole Hodge, the 8th grader at point guard. Again, for the Centurions, it'll be Jacob Sangali, Stephen Wersch, Cole Hodge, Kyle Christensen, and Tyler McDaniel. For the home team, the Breathitt County Bobcats, it's going to be senior number 3, Jack Fugate. He comes in 18.5 points a game, 5.5 rebounds a game, has 7 threes on the year, so a very similar player to Jacob Sangali, it sounds like. Also starting the junior, Braxton O'Hara, 15.5 points a game, 8 rebounds a game. Senior Brandon Slaughter, number 0, 12 points a game, the big rebounder on the team with 12 rebounds a game. Number 1, the sophomore, Jalen Turner, 7.5 points a game, 3.5 rebounds a game. And finally, a freshman of their own, starting number 4, Luke Bellamy. He averages 8 points a game, has 4 threes on the year. So again, for Breathitt County, it'll be Fugate, O'Hara, Turner, Slaughter, and Bellamy. So it's going to be Wersch and Slaughter in the middle for the tip-off as we are about ready to get started here. Breathitt County meeting with their coach, Coach John Noble, in his 3rd season, 35-30 over that time. Of course, Bryce Hibbert in his 2nd season here at Christian Academy after a successful year, accumulating numerous wins at Paducah and Male and Eastern. And we're underway, tip controlled by the Centurions. Hodge lobs it inside, ball going to be stolen by O'Hara. Comes the other way, he's going to go coast to coast, get fouled on the shot. And Braxton O'Hara will go to the line. Foul, I believe the foul was on Cole Hodge, and O'Hara hits the first. O'Hara 6 for 6 from the line this season. We said before the game, 75% as a team, averaging 12 free throw attempts a game. And O'Hara stays perfect on the year, and Breathitt County has the early 2-zip lead. Full court pressure, ball thrown out of bounds on the in-court line. It'll go over to Breathitt County. So tough start here for the Centurions. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Slaughter to throw it in, gets it into O'Hara. Right back to Slaughter. Double team, gets it out to O'Hara. Quickly out to the leading scorer, Fugate. Fugate gives the point guard, Luke Bellamy, picked up by Hodge. Gives it off to Turner. Turner inside, wide open. Slaughter goes to the hoop, no good on the shot. Rebound fought for, and it's going to be a jump ball. Officials calling that jump quickly. Not wanting this game to get out of control. I think they're going to call it tight early. Breathitt County, arrow pointing to them. Ball gets into Fugate, right back to Bellamy. Centurions in their zone. Nope, it looked like a zone. Now it's a man-to-man. Fugate with the ball, gives back to Turner. Slaughter faked the handoff to Fugate. Both Centurions went for it, had an open lane, went for it. He'll be at the line. First shot is no good. That is the first miss of the year for Slaughter. I believe that was on Sangali. So they do not put up who the foul was on. Oh, there it is. I just saw it. They do. That foul was on Sangali. Second on the Centurions. Misses on both of them. Slaughter was 4 for 4 coming into the game from the line. Misses both those. Hodge brings it across midcourt off to Christensen. McDaniel up top. Goes to the corner to Hodge. Hodge pressured in the corner. Gets out of it. Sangali to McDaniel. 15-footer. No good. Rebound. Fought for Christensen. Last to touch it out of bounds to Breathitt County. Well, we got Nate Sattel into the game quickly. Out goes McDaniel. Sattel into the game against Eastern quickly. He just brings a different physicality for the Centurions that they need quite often. Fugate, the southpaw with the 3, no good. Rebound knocked far out. Sangali beats everybody to it. Spin move in, left-handed layup. What a move by Jacob Sangali. And we are tied at 2, first tie of the game. Turner drives, baseline, sneaks the left hand around a little bit too far underneath. Rebound to Sattel. He comes in doing what he's supposed to do. Sangali with the ball. Finds Christensen, almost finds him at the free throw line. Knocked into the backcourt by Luke Bellamy. Now Sangali drives, dishes out to Sattel. Finds Hodge, looks underneath. Missed Wersch. Now brings it out to Sangali. And there's going to be a foul from behind as Sangali went around a pick. Turner tried to smack the ball away from behind and smacked Sangali instead. First foul on Breathitt County. Ball comes into Hodge. Sattel has it. Free throw line to Sangali. Picked up by O'Hara. Now he gives off to Sattel. Thought about the three. Now Sangali will let it fly. No good. Rebound. Coming away with it is Slaughter. Gets it off to Turner. Breathitt County wants to run. Centurions back though. Bellamy looking for O'Hara underneath. Ball knocked away by Sattel from Turner. And Braden Daniels into the game for Kyle Christensen. Of course, we said Daniels and Logosty arriving to the game late because they were taking the ACT this morning, a thing they should do. So a valid reason to be late. Three in the air, down, deep and out by Fugate. Rebound to Wersch. Wersch gives it up to Hodge across midcourt. Corner, Sangali steps inside the three-point line. No good. Ball rebounded by Fugate of Breathitt County. Daniels tries to knock it away. Fugate able to dribble around him. Bellamy and Fugate playing pass back and forth. Bellamy around a pick by Slaughter. Slaughter, a pick machine. He picks away from the ball. He picks for somebody that has the ball. He just stands at the free throw line. They run around him. Bellamy picked up by Hodge behind the back, gets it off to Fugate. You always wonder, is Breathitt County that patient or is Centurion's defense that good? In the middle to Slaughter, over to Turner, three in the air, hits nothing, and Hodge goes for the rebound and steps out of bounds as he gets it. Logosty in the game, out goes Cole Hodge. Ball gets into Slaughter, tries to go underneath O'Hara, knocked out of bounds by Sattel. Bellamy throws it in deep. Turner with it out to Fugate. Off to Slaughter. He finds Bellamy, three in the air, good, nothing but net. Bellamy, his fifth three of the year, full court pressure put on the Centurions. We are at past 4 minutes of the Sattel with the shot, no good. Had a nice pass and did two pump fakes and drew the foul. I was going to say we're 4 minutes into the game. It's only 5-2. With the lead is Breathitt County. To the line goes Sattel. He has two shots, hits his first free throw of the year. He was 0 for 2 coming into the game. So a low-scoring game so far, part of it because Breathitt County holds on to the ball so long. But that could be the Centurion defense as well, as we talked about. 5-4, Breathitt County, 3:31 to go. Do not know who that foul was on. It was on Brandon Slaughter. That is his first. And Turner's going to travel, driving to the lane. Daniels all over him. He stopped and slid about half a foot. Official caught it. Ball over to the Centurions. Wersch breaks free, gives it back to Logosty, right back to Wersch against the 1-2-2 full court zone press by the Bobcats. Logosty finds Sattel quickly to Sangali, in for the layup. Great job. It's one thing to break a press, but when you can make the other team pay for it, that's the whole idea. And Sattel with the steal from Turner. He's got a break. He goes to the middle of the floor, hands off to Sangali. Three in the air, no good. Back of the rim, rebound tipped by O'Hara. Goes to Slaughter. He hands it right back to O'Hara. He's going to come down. He goes all the way to the hoop. Shot's going to be no good, but he's going to draw the foul on the way. You have got to stop O'Hara out top or he's going to take it all the way to the hoop. And it's the second time we've seen that. Fouls on Logosty, his first. O'Hara to the line for two, and he misses his first free throw of the year after 8 straight makes. Turner comes out of the game, into the game, Tyler Christie. Tyler Christie, a junior. O'Hara tries to tie this game up for the second time here. No good. Rebound, O'Hare beats everybody to it, but knocks it out of bounds. Centurion ball. That's Daniels, Logosty, Sattel, Wersch, and Sangali for the Centurions. Sattel almost overthrows Wersch, but able to get there. Wersch drives to the 10-foot line, puts it up and good. Stephen with his first two. And Centurions make Breathitt County pay again on that full court press. Bellamy off to O'Hara. Christie drives on Daniels. No good on the shot. Sattel fights for the rebound. And I think they're going to get him for over the back on Fugate. That'll be the first on Nate. Fourth on the Centurions. O'Hare to throw it in. Tells Christie to move back a little bit. Didn't want to throw it to him in the corner. He goes inside to Slaughter. Turns. Up and good. Just an old-fashioned power move there as Slaughter, who averages 12, has his first two. 8-7 Centurions. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Sangali thought about a shot, brings it back out. Lagosty, wide open three. No good, back of the rim. Rebound, Sangali beats everybody to it. Plays tiptoe along the sideline, stays in bounds. Resets with Lagosty. Sangali, O'Hara comes out on him. Starts his drive. There's going to be a travel called. Did not see it. I thought he was dribbling all the way, but the man in stripes did. And actually, he's a lot closer than me. So Bellamy will walk the ball up. Off to Fugate. O'Hara back to Fugate. He goes right to the free throw line to Slaughter. Now everybody moves. Fugate drives baseline. Shots up and good. Breathitt County goes back in the lead, 9-8. Wersch up to Sangali. He drives, puts it high to Daniels. Pump fakes, goes up, no foul called, but Wersch there to put it back up and in. Good job by Stephen Wersch. Centurions back in the lead, 10-9. Under a minute to go, first quarter. Mike Botello with you from Breathitt County as the Centurions take on the Bobcats. Bellamy with the ball. Off to the side to O'Hara. Back to O'Hara, three straightaway three is going to be good. Braxton O'Hara hits his second three of the year, has 5 points. And back in the lead goes Breathitt County. Good passing by the Centurions out to Daniels. He'll put a three up, no good, back of the rim. Rebound fought for, coming away with it is O'Hara. Somebody better stop him or he'll go to the hoop. Good job by Logosty to stop him. O'Hara then turns around to throw to Fugate. Fugate had moved. Centurion ball. .1 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Logosty with the ball off to Daniels. 6 seconds to go. Logosty. He's going to let the three fly. Good! Nothing but net, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Logosty had a little opening. He made Breathitt County pay for it and give the Centurions a lead. That is the 5th lead change, 1 tie in the first quarter. Good news is Centurions are the ones that lead at the end of 1. Christian Academy wishes to thank our athletic trainer from Court, the best in rehab, for being the official sports medicine and rehabilitation provider for the Centurions. Court has several convenient locations throughout Louisville, Lexington, and southern Indiana, and offers the best in physical and occupational therapy as well as sports medicine coverage to local high school, colleges, and community organizations. Visit Court on the web at www.court.com. That's Court, K-O-R-T, the best in rehab. Scoring in that first quarter. First for Breathitt County, they're led by Braxton O'Hara with 5. Luke Bellamy has 3. Brandon Slaughter and Jack Fugate both follow with 2. For the Centurions, they have 2 players with 4. Stephen Wersch, Jacob Sangali, 3 points on that last second three by Logosty, and 2 points for Nate Sattel. Second quarter, ball will belong to the Centurions. It's going to be Logosty, Daniels, Worsh, Sangali, and Sattel, the five that ended the first quarter. For Breathitt County, it's going to be Fugate and Bellamy, along with Christie, Slaughter, and O'Hara, the same five that ended their quarter. Daniels starts his drive, stopped. Off to Sangali. He is blocked out of nowhere by Slaughter. He's going to go to the hoop, and Daniels looked like he was retreating as he went up, but they're going to catch him for the foul, and that'll be the first on Braden. And to the line is going to go Brandon Slaughter. He's 0 for 2 from the line this evening. It's 4 for 4 coming into the game. And he's going to miss the first. So this 75% free throw shooting team has taken a killing to their percentage. Second shot. This is up, and this is no good as well. Daniels goes high for the rebound. Off to Logosty. Centurions want to run. Now they slow it down. Sattel finds Worsh underneath. Gives to Sattel, who's going to the bucket for the easy two. Good job by Sattel to follow his pass. Good job by Worsh to see him coming. 15-12 Centurions. Christie picked up by Daniels up high. Now to O'Hara. He wants to drive. And there's going to be the second foul on Sattel, I believe. O'Hara loves to go to the hoop. That is going to be the second on Sattel. That is the sixth on the Centurions. Inside it goes to Slaughter. He tries to back Worsh down. Now back out to Christie. Hands off to Slaughter. He goes strong to the hoop, and he's going to draw the foul. Let's hope it's not on Sattel, or that'll be 3. And that foul, we'll see what they post to the board. And it is going to be on Nate Sattel. That is his third. Tyler McDaniel are going to come back into the game. Sattel is going to sit the rest of the half, I am sure. And Brandon Slaughter goes to the line for attempts 5 and 6 of the evening. And he misses his fifth straight. McDaniel in, Sattel out. No good on the second one. Daniels up high for the rebound again. Logosty starts his drive. He's going to get shoved by Bellamy, and that'll be the first on Luke Bellamy. Couple subs in for the Bobcats. Turner back in the game, and for the first time we're seeing Ty Carter. Ball gets into McDaniel out in three-point land, waits for Logosty to come out, has a pick, takes the shot, hits it. Logosty can flat out fill it up from the outside. And he has got a hot hand right now. His second three of the game. Centurions increase their lead to 6. Their biggest of the afternoon. Just a beautiful old facility here. Wood roof, wood sides. Blocked by Daniels on the shot by Christie. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Bobcats. It's like a Hoosiers field house is what it's like. Ball thrown in to Turner. He is picked up by Worsh. Now he drives, and there should be a charge, and that's what they're going to call. Coach Hibbard been saying, take the charge, and he is up cheering Braden Daniels on for taking that charge. Gives him some hand slaps as he's come off this whole game. He's been telling his big men, stay in there, stay down, and take the charge. And that time, it was taken. That is the second foul on Jalen Turner as we have a timeout with 6:28 to go, second quarter. Centurions up 18-12. To you, E-News. E-News is Cal's online newsletter that allows fans, parents, and supporters of Cal Athletics to keep up with the latest news in Cal sports. E-News is distributed weekly and includes sports from elementary, middle, and high school from all of Cal's Kentucky campuses. For questions, please feel free to contact us at enews@caschools.us. To subscribe, visit our website at caschools.us/Centurion-Athletics. Holly Foster, a great job on the Centurion E-News. And if your team is not in the E-News, that's because you need a parent to send Holly your copy. You are the ones at the game. You can write a quick story. She'll edit it, and you'll be in the E-News the following week. So please take care of that if you want to see your team talked about. Holly Foster, a great job for the over 1,000 people that subscribe to the E-News. We're back to action here. Daniels goes around Christie to the hoop, fouled on the way. That'll be the first foul on Tyler Christie. That'll be the 5th on Breathitt County. Logisty to throw it in, throws it in deep to McDaniel. Finds Logisty coming around to pick, but right there to pick him up is Matthew Stevens, who's entered the game. McDaniel off to Daniels. Daniels pulls up 15-footer short. Rebound comes down to Stevens. Stevens looks around. Centurions getting back on defense very well today. The ball off to Carter, back to Stevens. He goes around a pick by O'Hara. Back out to Carter, back to Stevens. Trying to drive is Carter, loses the handle on it, out of bounds Centurion. Centurion doing a good job communicating and getting around picks, and we got a sub, Isaiah Deming in the game. Out goes Sangali. Deming, who I do not believe played against Eastern, if he did, was for a limited amount of time, comes into this game. A very good three-point shooter. Nice give and go from Daniels and McDaniel, but McDaniel couldn't hold on to it. Fugate the other way. Finds Carter. He's going to hit the shot and get fouled. Logisty didn't think he touched him. Official said you pushed him in the back. So Carter gets 2. Logisty picks up his second foul. Carter to the line. He's 2 for 6 on the year from the line. The southpaw hits this one. 18-15 Centurions after that three-point play by the Bobcats. And there's going to be a palm on Logisty. And that's going to bring Cole Hodge in the game, and also a timeout from Coach Hibbard. So we have 5:14 to go now in the second quarter. Centurions up 18-15. This game to be followed, the Cal girls, well, the Lady Centurions will be taking on the Rowan County Vikings. Of course, the Lady Centurions, big win last night over a very good Bardstown team. I'm trying to see where my sheet is that gives me the score. And, of course, I can't find it right now, but I can, here it is right in front of me. A big 65-38 victory. That saw Shelby Calhoun go over the 2,000-point mark in her career. So congratulations to Shelby. She joins China Dow's, the only 2 2,000-point scorers in Christian Academy girls basketball history. Back to action here after the short timeout. Down low, pass no good on the shot by Stevens. Fugate gets the rebound, back up, and he is fouled. The Breathitt County team does an excellent job of running off of picks. To the line is Fugate, and he hits the first. Fugate a chance to cut this to 1. Foul was on Tyler McDaniel, his first. Fugate drops the second. 18-17 Centurions. Cole Hodge in the game for Logisty after Logisty picked up his second foul. Daniel starts to shake and bake, and there's going to be a travel called. Centurions with a number of turnovers. Now Breathitt County is staying in this game. Under 5 to go first half. 1-point lead Centurions. It was 6. Breathitt County on a 5-zip run. Stevens around a pick, goes down low. Hodge with a great job. Oh, they're going to call him for a foul. He came over, grabbed the ball, it looked like, but they call him for the foul. And that'll be the second on Hodge. So Centurions, Zattel with 3, Hodge and Logisty both with 2, and to the line is Braxton O'Hara. He'll have one in the bonus. He is 2 for 4 on the evening, and he misses the first. Oh, Dom Sawyer is the double bonus, so he'll get 2. Second shot. This one's going to rim its way in. 6 points for O'Hara, and we have our second tie of the game at 18. Hodge starts to drive against Stevens. Now Daniels has it on the side. Goes around a pick by McDaniel. Give and go. McDaniel, nice catch that time. Puts it in for an easy 2. Good play by Daniels and McDaniel. Centurions back up 20-18. Ball goes to O'Hara. Hands off to Stevens. At top it goes to Christie. Back to Stevens. Looking for somebody to cut underneath. Nobody there. Stevens drives, no good on the shot. Rebound on the ground. Deming comes away with it. Off to Hodge. Hodge finds McDaniel in the corner. Finds Worst trailing. Steps inside the three-point line. No good. Gets his own rebound. No good. McDaniel back up with a tip and good. So McDaniel and Worst doing a job on the boards that time. O'Hara quickly back out. Three-pointer in the air. No good by Carter. Whistle's blowing. It's going to be a foul on the Bobcats. Foul's going to be on Tyler Christie, his second. That is the 6th team foul. And we got another sub. Tyler Christie out into the game for the first time is Lane Weddle. Hodge across to Wersch. Looks for help, gives it back out to Hodge. Hodge starts to drive, goes to Wersch, who tries to backdoor. 5-footer good on the baseline. Good play by Wersch and Hodge. Wersch with 6 on the evening. Centurions with a 6-zip run, go back up 24-18. Carter with the ball out top, goes over to Weddle. Wersch comes out on Weddle as Weddle tries to go to Fugate, but I'm not sure. I think he was the intended receiver. And Deming out of the game. Jacob Sangali back in. So Deming a good job giving Sangali a breather. And there's going to be, I believe I'm not sure it was a foul or a violation. It must have been a violation of some type, but I'm not sure what. I thought maybe they had called an offensive foul, but it doesn't look like anybody went over the scorer's table. So I think it's going to be Breathitt County's ball here with 2:45 to go. You can follow Cal Athletics on Twitter for Centurion Athletic news and game updates. Go to Cal Athletics at Centurion AD. Athletic department does a great job of updating the Twitter as often as they can, so you can keep an ever-present idea of scores and records and all that other sort of thing going on. I tell you, wooden bleachers are here in this gym. You have wood paneling, you have wood roof. It is just a cozy little arena. You can't even call it a gym. It's a field house or arena. I can tell you by the second game, I'm going to be wishing they were chair backs instead of benches, though. But they're nice benches. We got to give them that. It is, in fact, Breathitt County's ball. Must have been a palming violation. Three-pointer in the air by Fugate. That was behind the line off the head of Hodge as it was an air ball up to Sangali, up to Daniels, who grabs it, goes up and good. Daniels has his first points of the evening. O'Hara trying to go to the hoop, and he stopped by McDaniels, but he stopped via the foul route. That's going to be the second on Tyler. And that'll send O'Hara to the line once again for 2 shots as the Bobcats are in the double bonus. That's 11 team fouls on the Centurions compared to 6 on Breathitt County this evening. Good news is Breathitt County not very good at the free throw line this afternoon. And as I say that, O'Hara hits his first. Slaughter and Luke Bellamy back in the game for the Bobcats. Out goes Carter and Stevens. O'Hare's second shot, it is good. 26-20 Centurions, 2:19 to go here in the first half. Daniels to Wersch on a baseline. Daniels with the three, good. Had an opening against the zone, made him pay. Daniels with 5 on the evening. Centurions up their lead to 9, 29-20. Bellamy throws it across to O'Hare. It goes to Weddle. O'Hare wants to drive, stopped, gets it outside. Weddle around a pick, hands off to O'Hare, a three-pointer, no good. Hodge with the rebound. Got Daniels, tries to lead him, but Bellamy, a good job jumping up and knocking it away. Here comes O'Hare to the hoop. No good on the shot. Rebound comes to Fugate. He drives baseline, running left-hander, good along the baseline. Fugate has 6. 29-22, Sangali. Double team, throws the ball away in the backcourt, over and back. Sangali lost the handle, could never quite get it back, tried to throw to get away from the double team, and threw it errantly over the head of Daniels in the backcourt, over and back. Weddle to throw it in, 1:11 to go here first half. Gets it into Bellamy. Bellamy tries to drop it off to Slaughter. He somehow comes away with it. Weddle fakes the three, takes a move to the left, lets the three go. Ball off the backboard. Wersch with the rebound. Off to Hodge. Under a minute to go first half. Daniels tries to go underneath. McDaniel stopped as he was going to the hoop. Goes right into the hands of Fugate. Comes the other way. Spin move. Shot blocked by Wersch. McDaniel comes away with it. Hodge pushes it up, but knocked again away by Bellamy. He's like a defensive lineman who knocks a quarterback's pass down. He comes the other way to Fugate. Fakes the three, drives, puts up a running 5-footer, and Fugate's got the running 5 to 10-footer down. 29-24, 17 seconds to go. Centurion with a 5-point lead. Hodge looks underneath, finds McDaniels at the free throw line. Off to Sangali, back to McDaniel. Behind the back, pass to Wersch, he can't get it to fall. Fugate throws full court, no good. What a play that almost was. McDaniel got it, his back to the basket, and just did a quick bounce pass to Wersch. He couldn't get it to fall. But the good news is Centurions lead at halftime, 29-24. We'll be back in about 8 minutes to recap first half, bring you second half action from Breathitt County, where the Centurions lead 29-24. Welcome back to Centurion basketball. As at halftime, the Centurions lead the Breathitt County Bobcats 29-24. It was a game that has seen 2 ties and 5 lead changes. One of those ties was in the first quarter. All 5 lead changes were in the first quarter. Breathitt County opened the scoring with 2 free throws go up 2-zip in the first time after the Centurions hit a bucket to make it 2-2. Then a 3-pointer by Breathitt County put them up 5-2, and that was their largest lead of the first half at 5-2. Centurions went ahead for the first time at 6-5, and then it was back and forth until Centurions had a 13-12 lead at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, though, Centurions jumped out starting on a 5-zip run to go up 18-12. Breathitt County then answered with a 6-zip run of their own to tie it at 18, the second tie of the first half. But then the Centurions turned right around and went on a 6-zip run to go up 26-18, able to increase that lead 29-20, a 9-point lead, their biggest of the first half, before Breathitt County scored the last 4 points to cut the lead to 29-24. Scoring in that first half, first for the Breathitt County Bobcats. They were led by Jack Fugate and Braxton O'Hara, each with 8 points, 3 points each for Tyler Carter and Luke Bellamy, and 2 points for Brandon Slaughter. For the Centurions, they had 6 people in the scoring column. They were led by Stephen Wersch and Tyler Lagasty with 6 each, 5 points for Braden Daniels, and then 4 each for Jacob Sangali, Nate Sittel, and Tyler McDaniel. Foul trouble. 2 players on Breathitt County with 2 fouls, 2 for Tyler Christie and 2 for Jalen Turner. For the Centurions, a little bit more. They have 3 people with 2 fouls, both point guards, Tyler Lagasty and Cole Hodge. Tyler McDaniel has 2, and Nate Sittel with 3 fouls in that first half. Surprises of the game may be free throw shooting. Centurions only been to the line twice. They are 2 for 2. But Breathitt County coming into the game 75% from the line. They are 8 for 15 on the afternoon. It'll be Breathitt County ball, it looks like, to start the second half. Centurions come out with Lagasty and Daniels, along with Wersch, Sangali, and McDaniel. For Breathitt County, it'll be Fugate, along with O'Hara and Slaughter, Turner, and Bellamy. So the starting 5 for Breathitt County, the usual starting 5 for the Centurions to start this second quarter action. Bellamy will throw it in from midcourt as we are ready for second half action here at Breathitt County. Centurions with a 5-point lead from the first half. Bellamy looks for Turner, who breaks out top of the key, finds O'Hara, who pushes his way back down, and I don't know what McDaniel's supposed to do. O'Hara just burying his head in his elbow and pushing McDaniel down. That's going to be the third on Tyler. Ball comes in deep to Turner. Centurions start in the zone on that throw in from baseline. Then they switch back to the man-to-man. Here comes, and there's going to be a foul on Daniels or McDaniel as O'Hara drives to the bucket. And it looks like the strategy for Breathitt County is to give it to O'Hara and let him drive. Sittel off the bench, and that's going to be the 4th on Tyler McDaniel. No good on the first by O'Hara. O'Hara 5 for 8 from the line as Sittel comes in. Second shot, no good as well. Daniels up high for the board. He pushes it up to Sangali. Nobody gets him. He hands off to Sittel, who goes for the bucket. And there's going to be a foul called. That's going to be on O'Hara. That'll be his first. And that'll send Nate Sittel to the line for 2. Nate 2 for 2 on the evening. First shot, no good. Second shot by Sittel, up and short. Rebound comes off to Turner, and there's going to be a foul on Wersch. That'll be the first on Steven as he reached in. So 3 quick team fouls on the Centurions. And the Centurions' depth may be tested this afternoon just because of foul issues. Bellamy thought about the shot. Now he gives it up. Inside it goes to Slaughter. He drives, blocked by Wersch. Ball comes away to Sattel. Quickly up to Daniels. 3 from the corner. No good. Sattel fights for it. Gets the rebound. Goes up. Ball's blocked. Sattel fights for it. Hits the line. Going to give it to the Bobcats. Bellamy's going to walk it up against Lagosty. Bellamy tries to drive, dishes off. Centurion's defense doing a great job communicating and working as these picks are set away from the ball and to people with the ball. No good on the 3 by Bellamy. Lagosty gets the rebound. Gives it off to Daniels. Sattel comes out for the pick. Daniels goes around to find Sangali. Quick 3, good. Jacob Sangali left open for an instant. And we have the first points of the second half, and we're nearly 2 minutes into it. 32-24 Centurions. Turner out top. Now off to O'Hara. Gives it off to Bellamy. Coming around to pick his Fugates. Looking inside. Gets it to Slaughter. Now to O'Hara. 3 in the air and good. Braxton O'Hara hits a 3. 32-27. 1-2-2 3-quarter press now against the Centurions. Ball to Sangali. Goes up with the shot. Good, and he's fouled. Sangali got the ball. Started to go up for a shot. Got bumped a little from behind, then reset and went up for the shot. Turner comes around, smacks him as he goes up for the shot. Sangali's good with it. Goes to the line for 1. Shot is good. 35-27 Centurions. Turner comes out of the game. Into the game comes Ty Carter. That was Turner's 3rd foul. Bellamy brings it across. Slaughter fakes the handoff to O'Hare. Starts to drive, but Wersch figured out what was happening. Stays with him. Back out to Fugate to reset. Bellamy with the ball. Starts to drive. Pump fakes. There's going to be a foul on somebody. I believe it's Lagosty. That is the 3rd on Lagosty. That is the 4th team foul on the Centurions. And there's going to be a turnover. Centurion ball. Lagosty walking in the front court. Over to Wersch, double team, looks for help, finds Sangali, open at the free throw line, turns around, misses that time. A rare miss for Sangali. Here comes Breathitt County. Carter starts to drive, stopped by Lagosty. Now O'Hare with that full head of steam, no good. Slaughter gets the rebound. Wersch comes over to block it, but fouls him on the way. That'll be the 2nd on Wersch. And to the line goes Slaughter for 2. Slaughter 0 for 6 on the evening from the line. First shot is good. Lagosty out, Cole Hodge in the game. Second shot is good by Slaughter. He has 4 on the evening. 35-29 Centurions. Here's the double team. Hodge looking for help. Fires across to Daniels, goes inside to Sattel. He's bumped before the shot by Carter. That'll be a foul on Ty Carter. That's his first. Centurion ball underneath. 3rd of the half on Breathitt County. Hodge to throw it in. Throws in deep to Daniels. Daniels starts the drive, finds Wersch. Goes back out to Daniels. Straightaway three, going to be a little short. Rebound comes down to Slaughter. Bobcats want to run. Centurions are back. O'Hare starts the drive, gives off to Fugate. He travels before that shot. Good job by the Centurions to stop the drive by O'Hare. He pitched it out to Fugate, who took a step forward before he let go. Ball over to the Centurions. We exactly 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Over and back on the Centurions. Hodge was in front court, jumped in the air, caught the ball before he came down to make it over and back. Bellamy tries to go inside, gets it to Fugate. Fugate is unstoppable around the rim if he has any opening. All of a sudden, the lead down to 4, 35-31. Sangali, three in the air, counted. I was just about to say the full court press, the Centurions were making Breathitt County pay. The half court press, Breathitt County's been getting the advantage until that moment when Sangali nailed the three. For Cal Sports games, scores, and schedules, you can visit the Cal website, www.caschools.us/Centurion-Athletics. If you haven't got your Christmas shopping done yet, you still have time. You can go to the Centurion Armory Christmas sale going on now and runs through December 20th. Get 10 to 30% off great merchandise for Christmas. The Armory is open Tuesday through Friday, 2:30 to 4 o'clock. We back to action here. The girls play after the boys tonight. The girls will actually be playing Rowan County. That game will immediately follow this. We will not go off the air. So if you want to watch the girls, just keep your computer or phone, whatever you're watching it on, keep it on. We will not go off, and you do not have to log back in or anything. You can just keep it on and enjoy Lady Centurion actions. They are 6-1 on the season. Fugate gets it deep inside again, and he has 12. 38-33 Centurions, 3:16 to go here, third quarter. Daniel starts the drive, bumped, and they're going to call the foul. Is it on the shot or the drive is the question. Foul is on Brandon Slaughter. That is his second, and it is on the drive. Centurion ball out of bounds. Underneath, Hodge to throw it in. Sattel breaks deep, gets the easy throw in. Daniel starts the drive, pulls up, and there's going to be a foul on the drive. So now Daniels is starting to do what O'Hare was doing to the Centurions. That foul is on, they say that's the third on Fugate. I got it for the first on Fugate. That is the fifth team foul, both teams with 5. Daniels drives again, goes up, smacked as he goes, and Daniels just driving to the hoop when he gets the ball. That'll be on O'Hare. That'll be his first. Or second, I'm sorry. Daniels to the line for the first time tonight. Daniels 2 for 2 coming into the game. Hits his first. Second shot up. It is good as well. Braden with 7. 40-33 Centurions. Carter almost loses it. Warsh out to guard him. Now Carter drives to the hoop. Throws up a wild shot, and they're going to call Daniels for the body. I'm going to tell you, if you drive in this game, chances are pretty good there's going to be a foul called no matter what you do as a defender, both ways. Carter to the line with 2. That is the second foul on Braden. Carter no good. We have, I think, 6 or 7 left-handed players in this game tonight. A rarity to have that many. Of course, Centurions have 3 with McDaniel, Wersch, and Daniels. Carter a left-hander, Fugate a left-hander. Wersch gets the rebound after the second miss by Carter. Hodge brings it across the midcourt. Over to Daniels. Sangali has it on the wing, almost knocked away, brings it back out. Daniels finds Sattel in the corner. He's going to go baseline underneath, no good. Wersch for the putback. Steven Wersch in the right place at the right time, has 8. Centurions match their biggest lead of the afternoon, 9, 42-33. Bellamy drives, gives it in the middle to Slaughter. Slaughter making a house in the middle. Goes up, shot blocked by Wersch. Fugate gets it, goes up, he's fouled. I believe that's going to be on Braden. If it is, that'll be his third, and it is. Third on Daniels. To the line goes Fugate. He is 2 for 2 on the evening. He has 12 points so far this afternoon. First shot is good. He takes no time. He dribbles twice, lets it fly. Couple subs in. Bryce Hoskins in for the first time, and Matt Stevens back into the game for Breathitt County as Fugate hits both of them. Lead back down to 7, 42-35 Centurions. We have 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Cross court to Sangali. Tries to go inside, knocked out of bounds by Slaughter. Centurion ball. Ball went down the stairwell. Referee had to go get it. Hodge throws it in deep to Daniels this time. Daniels starts the drive, goes up, bump. Rebound fought for, and that's what's bad. Daniels gets bumped, and probably not a good no call, but now you have 2 people going after it, Wersch and Slaughter, and they bump each other, and a foul is called on Wersch, I believe. That's going to send Slaughter to the line. That is the third on Wersch. So Wersch and Tyler Logisty, Sattel, Daniels all have 3 fouls. McDaniel has 4. And we're not even into the fourth quarter yet. To the line, Slaughter, 1 in the bonus. Shot is no good. Rebound to Sattel. Sattel's going to dribble it into the front court. Now gives it off to Hodge. Finds Daniels. Back to Hodge. Starts his drive. Now off to Daniels. Wide open 3 for Braden is good. Braden's in double figures with 10. Centurions up by the same. 45-35. Hodge all over Stevens. He gets it off to Hoskins. Down low. Shot up and good by Carter, who's in the game, and that could be number 4 on Daniels. That is 4 on Daniels. That gets Gregory Gitcher off the bench. A good game against Shelby County. He did not see any action against Eastern. 1 shot for Carter. It is good. That is his first out of 3 tonight. 45-38 Centurions. Hodge and Gitcher, along with Wersch, Sattel, and Sangali. In the corner to Sattel. He's going to dribble out of the double team. You get in the corner, you're going to be double team, and they're going to call him for a palm. O'Hare to throw it in. 1 minute to go exactly in the fourth quarter. 7-point lead for the Centurions. We'll see if Coach Hibbert brought enough people along and fouls keep being called like they have been. No good on the 3. And Hoskins go up, and I mean, it is in perfect sight of me. And Hodge puts his hand in, has all ball, and they call him for the foul. That is the 3rd on Cole Hodge. Hoskins going to hit the first. Hoskins just a freshman. We got a lane violation, so the second shot was not good anyway. So Centurions now will have the ball with under a minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Hodge to Sangali, corner to Sattel. Double team, gets it right back to Sangali, around to Gitcher. Finds Hodge, he's going to drive. Ball knocked away on the ground. Hodge has it. Jump ball. Arrow pointing to the Centurions. Logosty in the game. We saw Logosty in the first half with a three-pointer. Ball comes into Logosty in the corner. He's going to get out of it, and there's going to be and they're going to call a foul on Logosty. Or no, did he step on the line? They said he stepped on the line. Coach Hibbard, or did they call a foul? Gitcher back in. I think Gitcher's back in since Logosty has three. Logosty bumped. There's going to be almost a steal by Sattel. He saw the half-court pass come and stepped in front of O'Hara. O'Hara to throw it in, gets it into backcourt to Stevens. Hodge has three fouls, stays with him. He better be careful. Gets the ball off to Christie. Now it goes to Hoskins. He's going to drive, does a spin move, and travels. Did a spin move. Hodge down helping out. He spun right into the face of Hodge. And defensive, offensive replacement. Logosty back in for these last 11 seconds. Centurions up by 6, which is what they were up at halftime. Sattel back to Logosty. Across to Hodge. Lets the three go. No good. Rebound to O'Hara, and that brings us to the end of 3 quarters of play. Centurions ahead by 6. They were ahead by 5 at half, Extend that to 6, 45-39. Scoring through 3 quarters of play, first for Breathitt County. They're led by Jack Fugate with 14. Braxton O'Hara has 11, 6 for Tyler Carter, 4 for Brandon Slaughter, 3 for Luke Bellamy, and 1 for Bryce Hoskins. Centurions led by Jacob Sangali. He has 13. Braden Daniels has 10, 8 for Stephen Wersch, 6 for Tyler Logosty, 4 each for Sattel and Tyler McDaniel. Foul trouble, Centurions have a ton of it. Stephen Wersch with 3, Tyler Logosty with 3, Cole Hodge with 3, Nate Satella with 3, Braden Daniels with 3, and Tyler McDaniel with 4. Needless to say, Breathitt County is in the double bonus the rest of the way. The good news is they've been struggling from the free throw line. $14 of 26 for the game from the free throw line for the Bobcats. Bellamy has the ball. He starts the 4th quarter along with Fugate and O'Hara. He's going to drive to the hoop. Ball knocked away by Hodge, and they're going to call a foul on Hodge. Boy, I tell you come from a game against Eastern where they let you play, and then you come to a game like this, it's tough to adjust, but you got to learn how to do it, where they call everything. To the line goes O'Hara for 2. He's 5 for 10 on the evening, and he misses the first. That is a 4th foul on Hodge. Centurions have Sangali and Logosty, along with Hodge. The second is good by O'Hara. He has 12 points. It is Hodge and Wersch, Sattel, Sangali, Logosty, and Hodge. Ball inside to Wersch, and there's going to be a foul called. That is going to be on O'Hara. Interesting enough, most of the fouls are being called from the official on the other side of the court every time. Centurions themselves are in the bonus. They have the 1-and-1 variety right now. Wersch to the line. These are Wersch's first free throws of the year, I believe. He hits the first. Second shot, Wersch hits them both. 47-40 Centurions, hurrying down the other way, up with the shot. Good, and a foul on Wersch. Into the game. Oh, that was Slaughter, I'm sorry. Slaughter gets the 2. Foul was on Wersch. Slaughter hits the free throw. He has 7 on the evening. That is number 4 on Wersch. So 3 players with 4 fouls. Hodge drives, dishes to Sangali. 3 from the corner, good, and he's fouled. And it's going to be a technical, I believe, on, I'm not sure who the technical was on. I think it may have been on Sangali. Sangali hits the 3. Foul was on Turner. That is his 4th. Sangali goes to the line for 1. I'm not sure who the technical was on. So that makes it 51-43. I believe the technical was on Sangali. He said something to Turner after Turner fouled him. And it was on Sangali. That becomes his 2nd foul. Fugate has the technical. He hits it. That makes it 51-40. And it's going to be 2 shots for Fugate. And he misses the 2nd. So Sangali hits the 3, gets fouled. Sangali said something to Turner after the foul. The official teed him up for whatever he said to Turner. And now the ball is Breathitt County's. 51-44, 7-point lead Centurions. Just over 7 to go here in the game. Bellamy passes to Slaughter, goes to the hoop, no good. O'Hara with the rebound, knocked around. Bellamy has it, back up, no good. Rebound to Slaughter, back up, and there's going to be a foul. Let's see who this is on. Slaughter goes to the line for 2. Foul was on Tyler Logisty. That is 4 on him. Four players with 4 fouls for the Centurions, 2 with 3. No good on the second shot. Sattel with the rebound. Stolen by O'Hara, up and no good. Rebound to Logisty. O'Hara with a gimme. Couldn't put it back in. Centurions come away with it. Coach Hibbard may have to go to a 4-corner stall, just not have anybody foul out. Sangali off to Sattel. Here comes the double team, dribbles out of it. Looks for help, finds Hodge. Hodge drives, fakes the shot, left-handed shot, no good. Wersch gets the rebound, out to Logisty, 3 in the air, good. Good job by Stephen Wersch to find Logisty, and we got a timeout by the Bobcats. Coach Noble not very happy with that round of playing as Hodge missed his shot. Wersch has it, saw Logisty all alone, and you let Logisty or Sangali alone that long, they're going to hit it more than miss it. So we have 6:30 to go here in the game, 54-45. Centurions with the lead. Again, the Lady Centurions will be following this game. They'll be playing Rowan County. We will have that game. We are not going off the air, so the audio will go off for a little bit, but we'll be keeping video on. And if you would like to see your business advertised in one of our sports programs in the gym or on one of the athletic fields, you can do that. You can contact the athletic office to see how you can support Cal Athletics through a banner or program sponsorship. Get that banner out there. Let everybody see who you are. So, of course, the boys are playing now. Girls will follow. Boys are in action next Tuesday, a district game at KCD. We'll have that game here on Live Sportscaster. That will be audio-only broadcast. And then the Christmas holiday tournaments start for the Centurions. The boys will be going to Rowan County and then Montgomery County after Christmas. The girls go to Lexington Catholic for the traditional bank tournament. They open with number 18 Boyd County on Friday at 8 o'clock. And then they go to Murray after Christmas for the Murray Invitational. We're back to action here. Breathitt County ball. Bellamy and O'Hara along with Slaughter, Fugate, and Christie for Bellamy for Breathitt County. Logisty and Hodge. Bellamy drives, dishes to Slaughter, who goes in, no good. Ball out of bounds off of Slaughter. Centurion ball. Centurions have Daniels and Wersch along with Sangali, Hodge, and Logisty. So the 4 players with 4 fouls all in the game. Logisty Full court pressure again put on by Breathitt County. Logsty, Sangali wide open down low. No one saw him. Hodge lets a three fly, no good. Rebound comes down to Bellamy. Bellamy gets it up to Fugate. Fugate drives in, wild shots up. Good job by Hodge to come over and help, but not foul. Daniels the other way. Across midcourt, shakes and bakes, drives out to Logisty. Corner to Sangali. Fakes the three, steps inside the circle, no good. Wersch with the putback. Centurions up by 11, their biggest lead of the game, 56-45. Bellamy down between the legs. Steal by Daniels as he steps in front of O'Hara. He's going to try to go coast to coast. It should be a blow. They call a charge unbelievably. And that's going to be it for Daniels. Bellamy backpedaling the entire way. And then just as Daniels steps into him, then he goes straight up and stands still. And Braden fouls out of the game with his fifth foul. Ball turned over to Breathitt County. And there's going to be a palm. That ball go over the Centurions. Centurions ball just past the midcourt line in backcourt. Hodge dishes to Sangali, and there's going to be a charge on Hodge, I believe. And that was a legit call after he threw the pass, and that's going to be 5 on Hodge, I believe. Let's see who the foul was on. And it is on Hodge, so that is 5 on him. 2 players are now fouled out for the Centurions. So Coach Hibbert said he's going to see how his depth is, get some people some experience at the start of the game since 2 were late because of taking ACT. I don't think he expected to check his depth because 2 people are going to foul out with 5 minutes to go in the game and potentially 2 more with 4. And there's going to be a foul on Sattel as he was going for the ball that Braxton able to catch. That'll be number 4 on Sattel, so make that now 2 players with 5 and 4 with 4. To the line goes O'Hara. He hits the first. Hits them both. 56-47 Centurions. Here comes the full court pressure. Wersch, not sure where to throw it. Dangerous pass underneath the bucket, but Logisty gets it. Has a fast break, gives it off to Sangali. Pump fakes, and there's at that time they're going to call a block, and it was more of a flop than a block, so I guess he's going to call that, but it gives Sangali 2 shots. That's going to be the 3rd foul on Tyler Christie. Sangali to the line for 2. I was holding my breath that they weren't going to call a charge. Sangali hits the first. Gitcher in the game. Kyle Christensen out. Christensen had come in for Hodge when Hodge fouled out. Sangali hits them both. We got a whistle. We got another foul called. Going to be on the Centurions. That would be a silly foul. That foul is going to be on Greg Gitcher, who just came into the game. Got a little too aggressive going for a rebound. Gitcher can't come out. The clock is not started. He's going to put Kyle Christensen back in for him, but he can't come in till the clock actually starts. No good on the first by Tyler Christie. Well, now they do bring Christensen in. I guess he's waiting for the first free throw to go up. Good news is the foul was on Gitcher. He's the only one who had a foul to give. Second shot. This one's going to fall for Tyler Christie. 58-48. Ball into Wersch. Ball tipped underneath and goes off the leg of Fugate. So Centurion's thrown it into the corner. Then they're throwing it back underneath the opposing basket, which is never a great idea if you can avoid it. And that time Worsh throws it away. He went up in the air, expecting Lagacy to come to him. Then Lagacy was covered up. He did a half turn and threw it up to Christensen, who was covered, and out of bounds it goes. So Coach Hibber going to call a timeout, talk about what's going on here. We talked about upcoming schedule. Game next week we'll be covering KCD. Christmas tournaments we will not be covering, as the ladies go to Lexington Catholic and to Murray before and after Christmas, respectively. The boys going to Round County and Montgomery County. Then after Christmas break, it is 2A tournament time. Of course, last year, the inaugural year of the 2A state tournament, the Lady Centurions, 2A state champions last year, so they try to defend that state championship. The boys made it to the Final Four before being outed. So it is a little different last year. Last year there were 4 regions or districts, whatever you want to call them, and the 2 teams, first and second in each tournament, if you will, in those districts or regions, went on to Owensboro. This year there are 8 districts, so it's got to be a champion from each district. Will be going on to Owensboro. The girls will be playing on Tuesday the 7th against Owen County. The boys will be playing Wednesday the 8th against Owen County. Henry County and Western Hills, the other 2 teams, boys and girls in our district. The winners of both those games then will be playing Friday night. Everything is at Cal. Shot no good by Fugate. Put back up and good by Slaughter. And, of course, there's another foul on somebody. That foul is on Kyle Christensen. So Centurions, at least the people with fouls to give are getting the fouls, and this shot's going to be good by Slaughter. So it's 58-51. And the press is bothering the Centurions. Another turnover. Officials having a talk with Sangali about something. So Centurions now, Breathitt County staying in this game with free throws and also with defense forcing turnovers into full court press. How do you stop that? Don't let him hit a shot, get a rebound. Slaughter with the ball, step back, 15-footer, no good. Rebound fought for, back up and good is Christie. 58-53, lead down to 4, ball on the ground. Still on the ground, Sattel comes away with it, and there's a whistle blowing. There's going to be a foul on somebody. Sattel's going to get 2 shots out of it. Centurions in a double bonus. Foul is on Slaughter. That is his 3rd, but close to another turnover. So Sattel going to the line. He is 2 for 4 on the evening. This game may come down to who can hit free throws. Centurions already had 2 players foul out, Hodge and Daniels. First shot by Sattel is going to be short. Tyler McDaniel back in the game. Kyle Christensen out. McDaniel has 4. Everybody has 4. It's in the game except for Sangali, who has 2. Sattel's second shot. This one is up. This looks good. It is good. Back up to 6, 59-53. Bobcats in front court quickly. Now Stevens pulls it back out. Over to Christie. O'Hare tries to go inside, but they're breaking the pass up to Sattel. Christie to throw it in. Ball gets into Stevens. He is picked up by Lagacy. Slaughter wants the ball at the free throw line, but they don't give it to him. Ball now gets to Slaughter in three-point land. He finds Christie coming off a pick. Goes underneath O'Hare, out to Stevens. Drives baseline. Back to O'Hare, pump fakes. Goes outside. Resetting is Christie. He finds Stevens. Fugate frustrated he didn't get the ball underneath. O'Hara with the ball. Centurion defense digging in. Fugate lets a long three go. No good. McDaniel clears the board. That's good in 2 points. You forced a deep three-pointer that was no good. You get the rebound. Press can't get you. Corner goes to Wersch. Gets rid of it quickly around the horn. Sattel has it. Dangerous pass stolen by Fugate. He's going to drive to the hoop. Shot is up and good. Here comes a full court pressure. Sattel breaks it. Gets it off to Sangali. He's going to pull up. Blocked by O'Hara. Coming away with it is Logosty. Finds McDaniel. Out he goes to Sattel to Sangali. 2:28 to go. Lead down to 4. McDaniel, free throw line. Goes back door to Wersch. Throws it out of bounds. Breathitt County ball. Centurions have led since the score was 6-5. Nope, I'm sorry, 13-12 into the first quarter. Breathitt County threatening to come back here. Carter's going to travel. Or Christie, I'm sorry. Christie got it three-point land, faked the shot, took off before he dribbled. But here comes the press. Sattel trying to get it in, stolen by Slaughter, threw it right to his hands. Slaughter just put his hands up, stole it. 59-57. Centurions down the other way. Ball on the ground off the foot of Fugate. A nice pass to McDaniel, but he couldn't handle it. But it went off the foot of Fugate. This leads down to 2 with 2 minutes to go. Logosty into McDaniel deep. Back to Logosty. A dangerous pass again. Centurions not taking care of the ball. Here comes the double team. Off to Sattel. Sattel, give it back to Logosty. He's the point guard, but he goes to Wersch. Wersch finds Sangali underneath. Sangali pushes it up and good. Key bucket by Jacob Sangali makes it 61-57. 1:34 to go. O'Hara drives to the hoop. Shot is up and good. And we got a timeout by Breathitt County. O'Hara with 16 points. It is 61-59. Centurions since 13-12 did have a lead at 9, 29-20. They were up by 11 at one point. In fact, it was in this quarter. They were up 56-45. They have been outscored 12-3 since that point. Oh, I'm sorry. No, they have been outscored, let's see, 56-45. They have been outscored 14-5 since that point to cut this lead to 61-59. Most of it has been on turnovers. Centurions not been able to handle that press, and when they do get down, they don't seem to be making the easy pass. They're trying to force a few things, but they have the ball now. Coach Hibbard marking out what he wants him to do. I am sure we'll see that same press by Breathitt County. There is 1:22 to go. In case you're just joining it has been a foul fest. Centurions have had Cole Hodge and Braden Daniels foul out. Stephen Wersch, Tyler Logosty, Nate Sattel, Tyler McDaniel have 4 each. For Breathitt County, nobody is fouled out. Jalen Turner does have 4, but he is the only person in immediate foul trouble. They have a couple with 3. It is Wersch and Sangali, along with Logosty, Sattel, and McDaniel for the Centurions. It is Fugate and Bellamy. Whole baseline. Wersch takes it, gets it into McDaniel. Not who you want to have it. He gets it to Sattel, off to Logosty. Logosty wisely is going to pull it out, then he's going to drive and get fouled. I believe that's going to be on Tyler Carter. That is his second. That sends Logosty to the line. He'll have 2 shots. .116 to go in this game. Both teams, as you can probably tell, are in the double bonus. Logosty's first, off the back of the rim, no good. Second shot, No good on both of them. Rebound tipped by Sattel. Saved by, they say McDaniel's on the line. He tried to save it, so Breathitt County gets a chance to tie here. Centurions up by 2, 61-59. Bellamy's going to bring it down, throws it in the corner to Carter. Starts his drive. Left-handed runner is going to be no good with the rebound. McDaniel has Warsh on the run, but they don't see him, and probably a wise move not to throw it. Logisty crosses over. He's just guarded by Bellamy. Now here comes the, nope. Fugate has it, tries to steal. Logisty running 5-footer, block. Sattel with the rebound, back up, block. No reason to take the shot. Ball comes out to Fugate, and there's going to be a either out of bounds or timeout. What was called? Breathitt County had a 2-on-1. It did not look like it was going to be a 2-on-1. And a timeout is called before they can get into motion. Coach Noble just kind of laughs over there as they had an easy bucket coming. We are at 44.8 seconds to go. Logisty drove. His shot was blocked, and turns at 2 rebounds. Both those shots were blocked. Breathitt County comes away with it. And they will have the ball 44.8 seconds. Centurions a 2-point lead. It's going to be Sangali, Sattel, McDaniel, Worsh, and Logisty. Let's see who Breathitt County counters with. They have O'Hara and Slaughter, Fugate, Carter, and Bellamy. Slaughter and O'Hara have been the 2 main guys this quarter. They've been either getting the bucket or getting fouled. Ball in the backcourt to Bellamy. Bellamy picked up by Logisty. Goes around a pick by Fugate. Now he's going to drive. Stops, travels, no call. Logisty with the block. Ball comes down to Worshey, gives it to Logisty. A surprise. I'm kind of shocked Bellamy took the shot. Logisty, and there's going to be over and back. Logisty bumped a couple times, no call, but went over and back with it. 23 seconds to go. Ball into Carter. You got to think they're going to go to Slaughter or O'Hara or Fugate, one of those 3. O'Hara's going to drive. Goes to Slaughter. He goes up, and he's going to be fouled. And somebody just fouled out of the game, I can tell you that. And it's going to be Stephen Worsh, I believe. Worsh gets his 5th. The 3rd person fouls out of the game. Please don't go overtime. Slaughter is going to the line for 2. He is 5 for 12 tonight and misses the first. Make it 5 for 14 on the night. 6 for 15. 1-point lead, Centurions. They've got to get it in against the press on the ground, and the Centurions get bailed out with a foul against Breathitt County. A dangerous pass in. Sangali got it, did get bumped. They've been calling it close, so it's legit. But it was almost another turnover. Foul is on Bellamy, his 2nd. Sangali to the line for 2. Sangali, first shot, good. This can make it a 3-point difference here. 12.2 seconds to go. Hits them both. I wasn't going to say it before he hit it, but he is perfect on the air. Ball knocked out of bounds by Logisty. 63-60 Centurions. Timeout Bobcats. I wasn't going to say it before Sangali took the shot. He was 1 for 1 coming in the game. He was 4 for 4 before that point during this game. So he is now 6 for 6 on the season. And the Centurions up by 3, 63-60. They now have 3 players that have fouled out, Worsh, Hodge, and Daniels. All they got to do now is if Breathitt County drives, do not foul. If Breathitt County goes for a 3, don't let them go for a 3. Breathitt County loves the picks. Main 3-point shooters for Breathitt County. Fugate, we've seen take a few tonight, but he has 7 on the year, has yet to connect tonight. O'Hara has hit 2 tonight. He had 1 coming into the game. And Bellamy has 1 tonight. He had 4 coming into the game. So it looks like Bellamy, O'Hara, and Fugate are your 3. It is Logosty, Christensen, Sattel, McDaniel, and Sangali for the Centurions. O'Hara and Bellamy, along with Stevens, I believe, is in the game. Is that Steve? No, that's Carter. Carter has the ball, starts to move, gets it off to O'Hara. He's going to put up a wild 3. It's going to be short. Rebound by Slaughter, put back up by O'Hara, and that's the ball game. Last basket does count by O'Hara, and the Centurions survive and come away with a 63-62 victory. A hard-fought game, but a victory for the Centurions. We'll be back in a minute to recap tonight's contest. Welcome back to Christian Academy of Louisville basketball, where the Centurions come away with a 1-point victory over Breathitt County Bobcats, 63-62. It was a game that was back and forth in the first quarter with 5 lead changes and 1 tie. Centurions led at the end of 1, 13-12. They able to extend that to a 5-point lead, 29-24 at halftime. Then in the third quarter, they kind of took over. Even though the lead was 45-39, a 6-point lead after 3, they kind of controlled that third quarter. And then the fourth quarter is when it got interesting. Centurions got up by 11, 56-45 at one point. Then Breathitt County fought their way back. They cut it to 2 at 2 different times. And then the Centurions able on 2 free throws by Sangali make it 63-60. Then a last-second tip-in bucket by Breathitt County make it 63-62, a victory for the Centurions. Foul trouble was the issue tonight for the Centurions as everything was called. They had 5 fouls each on Wersch, Hodge, and Daniels as they fouled out. Lagosty, Sattel, and McDaniel all had 4. In fact, played the whole fourth quarter with 4 fouls. And that could be the difference. Breathitt County ended up being 23 for 40 from the line tonight. Centurions, let me figure out what they were here real quick. It won't take nearly as long for the Centurions. Centurions tonight were 13 of 18. So 40 shots from the free throw line for Breathitt County, 18 for the Centurions. Breathitt County 75% coming in for the game from the line. Not close to that tonight as they were only 23 of 40. That ended up being the difference tonight. Scoring for Breathitt County, they had 3 players in double figures. They were led by Braxton O'Hara with 18. Jack Fugate had 17, 14 for Brandon Slaughter, 6 for Tyler Carter, 3 each for Tyler Christie and Luke Bellamy, and 1 for Bryce Hoskins. For the Centurions, they were led by Jacob Sangali with 22, 14 points for Stephen Wersch, 10 for Braden Daniels tonight, 9 for Tyler Lagosty, 5 for Nate Sattel, and 4 for Tyler McDaniel. So the good news is Centurions won. The good news, too, you're going to have games where it is called closely and tightly, and you're going to feel like it goes against you, but you need to survive, and the Centurions did that tonight. We're going to go off audio for a few minutes as the Lady Centurions are out warming up. Their game is going to start in 11 minutes, so I got a little bit of time to turn everything around, and we'll bring you Lady Centurion action as they take on the Rowan County Vikings. We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to a day of basketball from Breathitt County as the boys come away with a 69, I think it was 69-68. It was so crazy down those last few minutes. Let me see, I've been crazy trying to get everything ready for this next game. It was 63-62, excuse me. A 63-62 wild finish as the boys came away with a victory and moved to 2-1 on the season. And I'm still trying to catch my breath to get going for the second game here. Between the two, the girls' game before the boys, which was Central and Bell County, we had 25 minutes to get ready. We had 10 to get ready for this game, so we'll kind of get you caught up as we go through this game of who is who. Lady Centurions 5-1 on the season, 14th in the state, taking on the Rowan County Vikings. Thing you need to know about Rowan County, they are 1-2, but the only name you need to know, there are a lot of other names, but you need to know the name of Haven Ford. She is a freshman averaging 26 points a game, 12 rebounds a game, 11 of 27 on three, 17 of 33 on free throws, the fifth-ranked player out of 16th region, where Rowan County comes from. They are the fourth-ranked team preseason that season, headed up before them between Russell, Boyd County, and Ashland Blazer. If Rowan County sounds familiar to you, they are a 2A school. They made it to the Final Four of the 2A state tournament last year. They were defeated by Scott, 71-59, who Cal then defeated in the championship game to 49-40 to be the first ever 2A state champions in girls basketball. But Rowan County did make it to the Final Four last year, and they were led last year by this freshman, Haven Ford, as an eighth grader, where last year she averaged 16.6 points a game, 5 rebounds, hit 76 threes last year, and 118 free throws. They have other girls on the team, but nobody scores as much as she does. It looked like we weren't even going to introduce starting lineups, but I think they are going to do that now. But let's give you the starting lineup. The Lady Centurions will be in red, so let's give you who's starting for them. It is going to be the same 5 as last night. It'll be number 10, Sydney Rocky, 8.5 points a game. Shelby Calhoun, who passed 2,000 points last night, 16.2 points a game, 15.2 rebounds a game. They'll be joined by Alexa Breedlove, 5 points a game, just under 5 rebounds a game. Jay McClure, the sensational sophomore, 14 points a game and 5.6 rebounds a game. And finally, Abigail Embry, 3.8 points a game, 3 rebounds a game. So again, it'll be Rocky, Calhoun, Breedlove, McClure, and Embry. Mia Beam out again after spraining that ankle against Eastern. Coach Pridemore said she'll miss tonight, but hopes she'll be back for the Christmas tournaments that start next Friday night. Of course, the Lady Centurions taking on a very good Bardstown team last night and came away victorious, an impressive 65-38 win. And we talked before that game, some players are going to have to step up. Abigail Embry, her first double-figure game ever. Sydney Rocky came through with, I believe, 14 points last night, and Lindsey Thomas off the bench with 8. So 3 players stepped up to take the place of Mia. For Rowan County Vikings, 1-2 on the year, they'll be starting number 3, Jada Rogers, 4.3 points a game, 5.3 rebounds. Joining her will be number 12, Shelby Reiser. She's averaging 6.3 points a game, 6.7 rebounds. Haley Rose also in the starting lineup. Number 20 is averaging 4.3 points a game, 1.7 rebounds. Brooke Blevins also starting, 8 points a game, 6.3 rebounds a game. And finally, the freshman, number 22, Haven Ford. She's averaging 26 points a game, 12 rebounds a game, has 11 threes on the year, and 17 of 33 from the free throw line. So again, for Rowan County, it'll be Rogers and Reiser along with Rose, Blevins, and Ford. Centurions in their visiting red, Rowan County in their white and green. Of course, Centurions red trimmed in their royal blue and white. Well, what a game that first game. Centurions led from 13-12 all the way, led most of the game, 6-11 points until about the final 2-3 minutes where Breathitt County between free throws and a press that the Centurions could not solve, came back. But the Centurions eventually victorious 63-62. And Coach Hibbert will take a win, and I'm sure very thankful they didn't go into overtime as 2 players fouled out, and there were 3 others with 4 fouls. This is the Lady Centurions' last game until next Friday as they'll start the Christmas holiday tournaments. They want to come away and go 6-1 in their first part of the season. It's going to be Calhoun jumping for the Centurions. Not even jumping is the Vikings. Goes to McClure, misses the layup. Coming on with the rebound is Jada Rogers. She gives off to Ford. She is picked up by McClure. McClure has guarded usually the top scorer from the other team all year, and she has done a great job. Ford gives off to Rose. Back to Ford it goes. Around a pick by Rogers. Now she passes underneath the Blevins. No good on the shot. Calhoun with the rebound. Calhoun pushes it up to Embry. Has Breedlove going to the bucket. Just gives to Calhoun, who's the trailer. Dribbles inside. Ball knocked away. Coming away with it's Blevins. She's going to pass the other way, trying to go for Rogers, but Rocky with the steal. Calhoun starts her drive, and there's going to be a foul. The question is who's it's on. Last game, it would have been on the Centurions. This game, it's on Rowan County. That's going to be on Haley Rose. That'll be her first. Calhoun to throw it in, gets it into McClure. Back to Calhoun. Three-two zone put together by Rowan County, but they follow Calhoun wherever she goes. Not a diamond in one. They just are very aware in their zone switches to where she is. Corner to McClure. She's open for the 3. Good. Jaya McClure starts the day off hitting a 3. 3-0 Centurions. Blevins with the ball. Goes baseline. 15-footer, no good. Rebound on the ground. Ford gets it, goes back up, and she's going to be fouled by McClure. That'll be the first on Jaya, and that'll send Ford to the line with 2 shots. First shot, good. Second shot, no good. Rebound to Calhoun. McClure has it baseline, back out to Embry. Around the horn it goes to Calhoun. Looking inside for Breedlove, can't get it to her. Embry with the ball, goes to McClure. Into Calhoun, knocked away by Rogers. It'll stay with the Lady Centurions. Calhoun starts the drive, dumps to Breedlove, back out to McClure. Fires over to Rocky, covered up quickly. Inside to Calhoun, and there's going to be a foul over the back. I believe it's going to be on Jada Rogers. That'll be Rogers first. That'll be the second on Rowan County. In the middle it goes to Calhoun. She's quadruple teamed, loses the ball, but Rocky comes away with it. Breedlove has it baseline, finds Calhoun, goes in, 10-footer up and good. Centurions 5, Rowan County 1, full court pressure, man-to-man put on by the Centurions. Blevins going to travel as she switches pivot feet. McClure to throw it in. Gets it to Calhoun, back to McClure. McClure tries to go to Breedlove, just a tad late. Coming in to break it up with Shelby Reiser. Ball gets into Rose. She's going to push it the other way. Stops, lets the 3 fly. No good. Rebound tracked down by Rogers. Gets it off to Ford. Ford starts the drive, loses the ball, out of bounds, Centurion ball. Calhoun into McClure, back to Calhoun. Embry gets it in the middle to Rocky, back to Embry. Pulls it back out. Far corner, Rocky lets a three fly, no good. Rebound tracked down by Calhoun. McClure drives baseline, 5-footer, no good. Breedlove puts it back up and in. Breedlove with her first two. Centurions go up 7-1. Ford lets the long three fly, no good. Breedlove, good block out, gets the rebound. Looks for help out to McClure. In the corner to Embry. Foot's on the line, lets it fly, no good. Breedlove with the rebound. She's going to be tied up. That'll be Rowan County's ball. Delaney Gardner in the game. Breedlove out for the Centurions. Full court pressure. Rose gets it in to Rogers. She's going to walk it up uncontested. And now Calhoun guards her, knocks the ball. Rogers recovers, looks for help. Got to be close to 5 seconds, and it is. Nope, timeout called by, or is it 5? Nope, 5 seconds is called. So Centurions force a turnover. Rowan County comes out with a 2-1-2 full court press. In the middle it goes to Rocky, almost stolen by Rose. Here comes pressure. Ford knocks it out of bounds. Centurion ball. McClure to Rocky, back to McClure. Embry drives, tries to throw a pass to nobody that was there. Somebody had moved. Here comes Ford going coast to coast. That's going to be number 2. No bucket. That's going to be the second foul on Jaya. That's going to get Lindsey Thomas off the bench quickly. She's coming in for McClure. Ford to throw it in. Gets it in the corner to Rose. Thought about the three, but Calhoun covers her up. Inside it goes. Nice move, but no good on the shot by Reiser. Ball is on the ground. There's going to be a foul called, I believe. And it is going to be on Jada Rogers, and that's going to be her second. So Calhoun to throw it in. Gets it into Rocky. Kelsey Lewis in the game. And there's going to be a travel on Calhoun as they try to break the press. Kelsey Lewis in the game for Rowan County. She comes in for Jada Rogers. Ford brings it up against Embry, who now will guard her since McClure is out of the game. Ball gets off to Blevins. Goes around a pick by Reiser. Now gives back to Reiser, and she's going to be bumped underneath by Gardner. That'll be the first on Gardner, and Shelby Reiser will go the line for 2. She is 5 for 8 on the season from the line. First shot, no good. 3:20 to go here in the first quarter. 7-1 Centurions. Neither team with a lot of warm-up time. There were 10 minutes between this and the previous games as they try to get this tournament back on schedule. No good on the second. Calhoun with the rebound. Drives, fakes the pass, goes up, fouled on the way. Fouls on Haley Rose. That's her second. Calhoun in the line for 2 shots. Misses the first. Bailey Haynes in the game. Five fouls as a team on Rowan County. No good on both. Gardner with the rebound. Back out to Calhoun. Goes underneath the Thomas pass. The Gardner can't handle the pass. Out of bounds. Goes over to Rowan County. 5 team fouls on Rowan County, but 2 players have 2 each. Rogers and Rose. 2 on McClure for the Centurions. Blevins brings the ball up. Gets it off to Lewis. Now out to Haynes. Cross to Blevins, off to Ford. Ford wants it. Starts to drive, gets rid of it to Blevins in the corner. Ball stolen by Calhoun, stepped in front of Lewis, and she's going to go up for the easy 2. And there's going to be a timeout by Coach Stokes. With 2:37 to go here in the first quarter, Centurions up 9-1. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Lady Centurions up 9-1 here. 2:37 to go in the first quarter. Calhoun with 4, McClure with 3, Breedlove with 2 for the Centurions. Rowan County, the Vikings, have not been able to figure out this pressure Centurions are putting them on, and Centurions' defense has been really, really good this year. So last night, Centurions following the Eastern game, we knew that Eastern 1 for 27 from three-point land for the Centurions. Last night, they come out, they go 9 for 16. I asked Coach Pridemore before last game, what did you do to improve that three-point shooting? He goes, I just told them, keep on shooting. They are a good shooting team, and Eastern looks like it may be an anomaly. Hopefully it will be. Ball stolen by Lindsey Thomas as Ford tries to break the press with a half-court pass. Embry goes baseline, dishes to Gardner. She dishes out to Thomas, fakes the shot, drives in, and she's going to be fouled on the drive. That foul is going to be on. We can tell you here in a second. They've not posted. Rocky into Calhoun. She just jumps, puts it up, no good. Ball tip, rebound to Ford. Foul is on Bailey Haynes. That's her first. Ford brings it down. Goes left, drives to the hoop. Shot is up, no good, but there's going to be a foul. Foul's going to be on Sydney Rocky. That's Sydney's first. Ford to the line for 2. She's 1 for 2 on the evening. Has the only point of the evening for the Vikings. And now she has the second point of the evening. Hits them both. 9-3 Centurions. Calhoun dribbles down against full court pressure. Cross court to Rocky. Rocky back out to Embry. Embry at the free throw line to Calhoun. Down low it goes to Gardner. Up for the shot. Doesn't fall, but smacked on the arm on the way up. Gardner to the line for 2. She is 3 for 4 on the season. She actually has hit 4, but one was denied because of a violation, but that one's no good. So that is the second foul on Haynes. So she comes out of the game. Along with Lewis into the game is Destiny Utterback and Cassidy Melton in the game as well. That ball hits nothing by Gardner, so it'll go over to the Vikings. 1:51 to go first quarter. Coach Pridemore calls the full court pressure off. Rocky and Embry pick up in the half court. 2-1-2 zone press. Blevins trapped. Here comes Thomas. Gets it off to Ford. Ford going to dribble to the left side. Tries to throw to Utterback. Throws it right by her. Centurion ball. The double team pressure is definitely hurting the Vikings. Centurions need to score, though, 9-3. Dangerous pass to Thomas from Embry. Blevins was there and coming up behind Thomas and knocking it out of bounds is Blevins. Breedlove back in the game. Gardner out for the Centurions. Ball into Calhoun, right back to Rocky. She's covered up. Back to Calhoun. Back to Rocky. She's going to let the three fly. Nothing but net. She had 4 last night. She has 1 tonight. Centurions up by 9, 12-3. Blevins tries to throw it underneath. Utterback can't do anything with it. Gets it off to Melton. Ball put up by Blevins, blocked by Breedlove. Embry to Rocky. Yes, she gets the pass, puts the shot up, can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to Melton. She gives it to Ford. She's picked up by Rocky as she comes across. Double teamed. Three-pointer by Utterback is good. Destiny Utterback, her first points of the season on that three. She looks like she does it all the time. 12-6. Centurions with the lead. Cross court to Rocky. Lobs it into Breedlove. Waiting for somebody to cut in the middle. Nobody does. Probably because they were covered up. Now Rocky with another three. Deep and comes out. I counted it too early. Here comes Ford the other way. Pulls up a three of her own. No good. Calhoun with another rebound. 5 seconds to go. Calhoun just past midcourt. Good! Shelby Calhoun. 2 feet inside the midcourt line. Lets it fly. And she hits it, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. 15-6. Centurions with the lead. Christian Academy wishes to thank our athletic trainer from Court, the best in rehab, for being the official sports medicine and rehabilitation provider for the Centurions. Court has several convenient locations throughout Louisville, Lexington, and southern Indiana, or feel free to edit your city here, and offers the best in physical and occupational therapy as well as sports medicine coverage to local high school, colleges, and community organizations. Visit Court on the web at www.court.com. That's Court, K-O-R-T, the best in rehab. (15-6) here after 1 quarter of play. Scoring in that first quarter, first for Rowan County, Destiny Utterback with 3, Haven Ford with 3. For the Centurions, Shelby Calhoun leads with 7, 3 each for Jaya McClure and Sydney Rocky, and 2 for Alexa Breedlove. 15-6, Centurions with the lead as we're about to begin second quarter action here. Beautiful facility here at Breathitt County High School. Reminds me of Hoosiers in Indiana. We have a wooden beamed roof along with wooden paneled walls, wooden bleachers. A cozy setting, and I bet this place can get rocking when it is full. It is Breedlove, Calhoun, Rocky, Thomas, Embry to start the second quarter for the Lady Centurions. Ford and Utterback along with Blevins, Reiser, and Melton for the Vikings. Embry with the ball. Corner she goes to Thomas. Goes baseline. Tiptoes along there, but didn't tiptoe well enough. Out of bounds. Vikings ball. Mike Botello with the action for you this evening, or I guess this afternoon. 63-62 win for the Centurions, the boys Centurions, in the first game against Breathitt County. What a thriller that was. 3 in the air by Utterback, no good this time. Calhoun with another rebound. Dribbles out of trouble, gets it off to Rocky. Pulls it back out. Ford tracks her out, gets it to Breedlove, out to Calhoun quickly around to Embry. Finds Thomas, 3 from the corner, no good. Rebound comes down to Blevins. Ford has it. Starts to drive against Embry. Dishes to Utterback. Running 10-footer. Fouled, and it's good. So Destiny Utterback zeros on the board coming into the game. Look like she belongs out here. Jay McClure coming back in for Lindsey Thomas. Foul was on Lindsey Thomas. That's her first. Hunter back to the line with one. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, Calhoun corrals it off to McClure. McClure sets it up. Off to Rocky. Back to McClure. Skip pass to Embry. 3 in the air, too far. Rebound, Breedlove. No good on the rebound. Utterbach with the rebound. Utterbach pushes it down, gives it off to Ford. Starts her drive. Comes in, wild shot, no good. Embry with the rebound. Embry starts the drive, dishes to McClure, and is going to travel on the way. Took an extra step before the pass. Viking ball. Ford tries to go half court, stolen by Calhoun and Breedlove. Up to Embry. Embry hesitates, picks it up, double team, stolen. Here comes Blevins the other way, has Breedlove to beat. Breedlove stops her. Off to Ford, straightaway three, good. And all of a sudden, it's back down to 4-point lead, 15-11, 6 minutes to go, second quarter. Corner to Embry. Calhoun to McClure. McClure's going to drive, get fouled. Oh, they call travel. I did not see that one, but the man in stripes did. We're going to have a timeout by Coach Pridemore. 5:52 to go, second quarter. 15-11 lead Centurions, but Rowan County on a 5-zip run. Do you E-News? E-News is Cal's online newsletter that allows fans, parents, and supporters of Cal Athletics to keep up with the latest news in Cal sports. E-News is distributed weekly and includes sports from elementary, middle, and high school from all Cal's Kentucky campuses. For questions, please feel free to contact us at enews@caschools.us. To subscribe, visit our website at caschools.us/Centurion Athletics. Boys are back in action Tuesday night as they'll be going to KCD for their second district game, trying to improve to 3-1 on the season. We will have that broadcast, although it will be audio only. And then both teams off until Friday night when they start Christmas tournaments. McClure, Embry, Calhoun, Rocky, and Breedlove for the Centurions. Ford and Blevins, along with Utterback, Lewis, and Melton for the Vikings. Another steal by Calhoun, and she's going to have a free run to the bucket. Shelby with 9. Blevins picks up her dribble. Ball knocked away by Embry. Ford able to track it down. Ford, where is 10 seconds? And there is a 10-second count, Centurion ball. Coach Stokes out on the floor. Can't believe there wasn't a foul. But Centurions take over. McClure gives to Embry. Into Breedlove. Breedlove double teamed and fouled. Coach Stokes in his second season, 22-13 during that time. Foul was on Cassidy Melton. That is her second. Breedlove to the line with 2. She's 14 for 23 on the season. Hits the first. I'm sorry, it was 1 in the bonus. Centurions have played Rowan County one other time. Centurions lead the series 1-zip, a 58-34 victory all the way back in the 2006-2007 season. Breedlove hits the second shot. 19-11 Centurions. Ford gets it across. Fires it underneath the Utterback, but Rocky steps right in front of her. Fast break the other way. McClure drives in. Rowan County, a good job being back. Out it comes to Calhoun. Embry in the corner, it goes to Rocky. Thought about the three, now finds Calhoun. Top of the key, fakes, drives, off to McClure. Three in the air, no good. Rebound, out it comes to Embry. Calhoun, nice pass underneath to Breedlove. Knocked off balance. Good positioning by Breedlove. Good pass by Calhoun. Breedlove back to the line for one in the bonus. That foul was on Melton. Now it is 2 on her. She only had 1 before. Breedlove 4 points on the evening. 2 of them via the free throw line. Guess they said Breedlove was in the act of shooting as she gets 2 shots. Out of the game goes Utterback. Into the game comes Shelby Reiser. Second shot by Breedlove is good. 20-11, Centurions with the lead. Ball stolen by Calhoun again. Euro step, they're going to call travel on her. Levens goes out for a breather. Back in is Bailey Haynes for the Vikings. Centurions set up just into backcourt with their zone press. Here comes the double team in the corner. Getting out of it is Lewis. Ball's on the ground now. Ford comes up with it, drives. Shots up and good. Ford with 8 points. 20-13 Centurions. Embry in the corner to Rocky. Underneath, Breedlove with the move, up and good. Good pass by Calhoun. Breedlove with the drop step, goes up and gets 2, 22-13. Driving to the hoop is Lewis, but she ran into Calhoun, said, I better not do that. The corner to Reiser, underneath on a good pass to Melton. No good on the shot. Rebound comes away to Lewis, who puts it back up and is fouled by Breedlove, I believe. That is the first on Alexa, and to the line goes Kelsey Lewis. She'll have 2 shots. High Archer is no good. Second shot by Lewis. This one is going to hit nothing but net. It's that. She has her first point of the evening. 22-14, 8-point lead for the Centurions. 3:22 to go second quarter. In the middle of the Calhoun, turns, running 10-footer good. Shelby with 11. Ford's going to bring it down against Centurion press. Gets it over to Haynes. Here comes the double team, able to get rid of it quickly. Goes to Ford, who steps in front of Embry. Now out to Lewis, shots up, air ball. Rebound, Ford comes away with it. Ford trying to find an open area, like a running back, trying to find a gap. Gets it off to Melton, misses the three-pointer. McClure beats everybody to it. It's going to go to the hoop. Going to draw the foul on Ford. Jaya McClure came like a bullet shot out of a rifle, beating everybody to the ball when it looked like it was going to go out of bounds. Gets all the way down to draw the foul on Ford. That'll be Haven Ford's first. McClure to the line for 2. Shot is up and good. No good on the second. Rebound comes down to Melton. Delaney Gardner in the game now, by the way. Came in for Breedlove. Ford steps under, hits the 10-footer. 25-16 Centurions, and McClure throws it away under pressure. Ford brings it down. Gets it over to Haynes. In the middle it goes to Melton. Starts her move, and she's going to double dribble on the way. Games going through nighttime, I believe, here. I believe there are games after this. It is a full circuit for the Peggy Moore Classic. 1:55 to go first half. Calhoun has it in the middle. Out it comes to McClure. Embry, three in the air, no good. Back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Haynes. Gets it off to Ford. Crosses over, tries to back down. Nowhere to go. Out to Melton, back to Ford. Goes baseline. And there's going to be a foul on the drive, and the bucket's going to be good. That is 12 for Ford. Fouls on Embry. That is her first. Ford to the line. She's 3 for 4 on the afternoon. No good on that one. Rebound to Calhoun. Calhoun, 10-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to the Vikings. To the hoop goes Ford, and this is good again, and it's 25-20. Down to a 5-point lead. McClure the other way. Finds Embry. Corner to Rocky. Three in the air. Good. Sydney Rocky answers. Put the Centurions back up by 8, 28-20. And that ball is going to be out of bounds off the foot of McClure. Gardner and McClure with the double team against Lewis. Back in the game comes Blevins. Out goes Ford. She'll probably get this last minute off as we are under a minute at 50 seconds. Haynes brings the ball across midcourt. Stolen, almost stolen by Calhoun, but coming up with it is Lewis. Blevins with the ball. Goes inside to Reiser. Knocked away by Gardner. Stolen by Gardner. Gardner wants to go coast to coast, and she's going to draw the foul on the drive. Delaney Gardner wanted it. Couldn't get the shot off because it was a hard foul on Brooke Blevins. Gardner with two, misses the first. Second shot, no good as well. Rebound comes down to Reiser. 30 seconds to go first half. Calhoun on the ground with Reiser, and it's going to be a jump ball. Arrow going to the Vikings, which means Centurions will get it at halftime if there's no other change of possession. Lindsey Thomas back in for McClure. McClure has two fouls, so Coach Pridemore doesn't want her to pick up a silly one in these last 26 seconds. Haynes to throw it in. Gets it into number 42. I'm not sure who that is. To the hoop, blocked by Calhoun. Lewis going for the hoop, and Calhoun just jumps way over and taps it away out of bounds. It'll be Viking ball underneath. Ball comes in deep to Lewis. Goes inside to Reiser. No good on the shot. Gardner with the rebound. Gets it off to Embry. 13 seconds to go first half. Embry off to Calhoun. Calhoun's about to spot you into the first quarter on the jumper. Now to Thomas. Three in the air. No good. Rebound put up by Rocky. No good. That brings us to the end of the first half of play. 28-20. Centurions with the lead. We'll be back in about 8 minutes to bring a recap of the first half, second half action from Breathitt County. Welcome back, Christian Academy of Louisville basketballs. We had a 6-minute halftime. We're about ready to go here in a minute and a half. Lady Centurions up 28-20 in the first half, scoring first for Rowan County, 14 for Haven Ford, 5 for Destiny Etterback, and 1 for Kelsey Lewis. For the Centurions, they're led by Shelby Calhoun with 11. Alexa Breedlove tossed in 7. Sydney Rocky was 6. Jaya McClure had 4. Centurions in this game jumped out to a 9-1 lead, and then after that 8-point lead, they were able to extend it to 9 at 12-3. And then the first quarter ended with the Centurions up 15-6. They were able then to get that lead back up to 9 at 22-11, extended it to 11, their biggest lead of the game, at 25-14 before Rowan County outscored the Centurions 6-3, it looks like, to end that first half and put the game at 28-20 Centurions. Boys played the first game here as they played the host of this classic or invitational. They played Breathitt County, coming away with an exciting 63-62 game that saw 2 or 3 players for the boys foul out of the game, and 3 of the remaining players had 4 fouls each. So I'm sure Coach Hibbert is excited they did not go overtime. But no such foul trouble here. Lady Centurions, Jay McClure has 2. That is the only person with any close to foul trouble at all for Rowan County. Jada Rogers, Bailey Haynes, and Haley Rose, and Cassidy Melton all have 2. Looks like the starting 5 is out for the second half that started the game for Rowan County. That is going to be Haley Rose and Haven Ford, along with Jada Rogers, Shelby Reiser, and Brooke Blevins. Centurions have their starting 5 in there. Embry and McClure, along with Calhoun, Rocky, and Breedlove. 3 by McClure, good, and that's how the game started. Was a 3 by Jaya McClure, and she starts the second half with a 3. 31-20, Centurions match their biggest lead of the game at 11. Rogers underneath, pump fakes, goes up, blocked by Calhoun. Ball put back up and in by Haley Rose. Her first bucket of the game. Shot up and good by Calhoun. Rogers, 15-footer baseline air ball. Blevins gets the long rebound, no good. Calhoun tips a rebound to herself, and there's going to be a jump ball. Ball going to the Vikings. Ford to throw it in. Throws it in deep to Reiser. Gets it off to Rogers. Now she finds Blevins for an open 3. Good. Brooke Blevins gets her first points of the game. 33-25 Centurions. Corner to Rocky. Back out it comes to McClure. She finds Embry, back to McClure. Poking around the zone are the Centurions. Skip pass, Rocky, 3, no good. Rebound comes down to Rogers. Rogers stops at the free throw line. Blevins, another 3, no good. Rebound, Calhoun above everybody. Ball taken away on the ground. Another jump ball, Centurion way. .6:11 to go here, third quarter. Mike Botello bringing you action from one of the neatest gymnasiums I've ever been in here at Breathitt County. And Jay McClure will walk it down for the Centurions. At Breathitt County, but Lady Centurions playing the Vikings of Rowan County. A fellow 2A opponent when it comes to basketball. Calhoun underneath the Breedlove shot is up and good. Breedlove has 9. 10-point lead Centurions. Ford left open for a second, straight away, no good. Calhoun another rebound. Finds Embry in the corner, brings it back out to McClure. Right corner to Rocky. She goes to Calhoun. Calhoun almost loses it. Ford, a good job tapping it around McClure to herself to get the easy 2. 16 points for Ford. 35-27. Underneath to Breedlove, she's going to be fouled by Rogers. Good look, good pass by McClure. Breedlove back to the line. She's 3 for 4 tonight from the line. First shot, no good. Third quarter here, 4:53 to go. Centurions up by 8, but have been in control really the whole game. Second shot is good by Breedlove. But they also are letting the Vikings stay in the game, and that can come back to haunt you. Forward off to Rose. Finds Reiser. She lets the shot go straight away. It's going to be Rogers with a nice save, but Rocky steps in front of Rose to get it. She's going to give it off to McClure. McClure hesitates, goes baseline, stopped by Reiser. Out it comes to Rocky around the horn to Calhoun. Back to McClure, fakes the three, drives, finds Breedlove on the baseline, out to Rocky. Resets. Calhoun drives, knocked away from behind by Blevins, out of bounds. McClure lets the three fly from the corner, no good. Embry with the long rebound, back up and good. Embry, a great job, rebound, one dribble on the baseline, cuts back out, gets the easy two. 38-27 Centurions. Underneath, the Rogers can't handle the pass on the floor, able to get it back out to Ford, three in the air, no good. Rebound tipped by Breedlove, should be Vikings ball, and it is. Ford to throw it in. Gets it in. Rogers, 10-footer, up, no good. Rebound tipped around. Calhoun comes away with it. Calhoun has an opening, but dribbles to Breedlove, who's following her on the right side for another two for Alexa. 40-27 Centurions. Rose with a long three, no good. McClure with the rebound. Skips it up to Embry. She's going to go to the hoop. Hard, no good, but Breedlove has the rebound knocked out from behind her. Rose pushes the other way, 3-on-2. She's going to split the defenders and get the bucket. 40-29 Centurions. Rocky, wide open three, right wing is good. And we got a timeout by the Vikings, I believe, on that three-pointer by Rocky. Centurions go up their biggest lead of the game, 43-29. Lady Centurions with the lead. They have never trailed in this game. Jumped out an opening three-pointer by Jaya McClure. Put that lead up to 9-1 before a 15-6 lead at end of the first quarter. 28-20 at halftime. They've been in control of this game really all the way, but give it credit to Rowan County. They have hung around. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Centurions, 43-29. Could be seeing Rowan County again at some point, as 2A state tournaments will be coming up as soon as Centurions get back from Christmas break. Let me find my schedule here. The Lady Centurions will be hosting Owen County in the first game on Tuesday, January 7th in their district. The boys will be playing Owen County on Wednesday night, the 8th. They will be playing the winner of Henry County and Western Hills on Friday night, the 10th. Both boys and girls will, if they win, and then the winners of both those of the districts will go on to Owensboro the following Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Rose with the ball. Calhoun knocks it away, out of bounds off Shelby. Vikings will stay with it. Only one foul in this half so far. Blevins drives to the hoop, around the rim and out. McClure has it, knocked away from her. Blevins comes away with it. Embry with the steal. Embry finds Calhoun on the wing, cross court to McClure. Three in the air by Jaya is good. Jaya, her third three of the night. She's in double figures with 10. Rose gives off to Melton. She starts to drive off to Blevins. Blevins finds Melton, 15-footer up, no good. Calhoun rebounds. Pushes the other way. Finds McClure, another three from the left wing is good again. Jaya McClure feeling it. And timeout by the Vikings. Coach Stokes just throws his hands up in the air, kind of like, what are you doing, girls? As Centurions push their lead out to 20, 49-29 with 2:10 to go here in the third quarter. You can follow Cal Athletics on Twitter for Centurion Athletic news and game updates. Cal Athletics at Centurion AD. You also can get sports game scores and schedules. Visit the website www.caschools.us/Centurion-Athletics. Girls don't play again until next Friday, as they will be traveling to Lexington Catholic for an 8 o'clock game against the number 18th ranked Boyd County girls team. And they'll be playing, I believe that is a 2 or 3 day tournament. And they follow that up with, on the 26th, they travel to Murray to play Grant County in the first game of the Murray Invitational Tournament. The boys, they'll be traveling to Rowan County, the place these girls are from, on the 20th Friday. They'll open with St. Henry, then they'll follow up with a game on Saturday. Then on the 27th, they travel to Montgomery County for a tournament down there before they get back for the new year for the 2A state tournament, as we talked about. We have 2:10 to go, third quarter here. Centurions in control. Ball going to be swiped by Calhoun. She's going to go to the hoop all the way for another two. Shelby with 14. Centurions with 51. Rogers in the lane. Picks her dribble up, not sure where to go. Go to Ford, nice cut to the bucket, fouled by Embry. Ford to the line for two. She is 3 for 5 tonight from the line. First shot is good. Second shot, no good. Rebound to Calhoun. Off to McClure. McClure goes to Embry. Delaney Gardner in the game for the Centurions. Came in for Breedlove. Rocky with the ball to McClure. Starts her drive, has an opening, no good on the shot. Rebound to Blevins. Blevins going to push it up. McClure hustles back to stop her. Oh, there was a travel that nobody caught, but ball goes out of bounds off of Blevins. Centurion ball. Bailey Haynes in the game. Blevins takes a breather. Lindsey Thomas in the game. Shelby Calhoun goes out to a big applause from the Lady Centurion crowd. Shelby leaves with 15 points and probably another double-digit rebound night. Probably another double-double for her. Embry, hawked by Ford, now gets around her, goes to the hoop, good for two. Nice move by Abigail Embry. 53-30 Centurions. Nice pass down low, no good on the shot by Melton. Ball on the ground, off of the foot of Utterback, who's in the game. Centurion ball. McClure shakes and bakes, finds Rocky underneath for two. Assist to McClure, 11 points for Rocky now, 55-30. Centurions, 34 seconds to go first quarter. Ford pushes it up against Embry. In the corner it goes to Rogers. Goes baseline. Shot is up. Block. Oh, they're going to catch her for the foul. Thought Rocky had a clean block, but they're going to catch her for the foul. That'll be the second on Sydney. And that'll send Jada Rogers to the line for two. Rogers 5 for 11 on the season from the line. No good on the first. And no good on the second. Gardner with the rebound. Off to Rocky. She's going to give it back to McClure to bring it across. In the corner it goes to Embry. Back out to Rocky. Rocky gives out 2 seconds to go. McClure with the running layup. No good as it falls short. We come to the end of 3 quarters of play. Centurions extend their lead to 25, 55 to 30. Scoring through 3 quarters of play. First for the Vikings. They're led by their freshman Haven Ford with 17 points. 5 points for Destiny Utterback. 4 points for Haley Rose. 3 for Brooke Blevins. And 1 for Kelsey Lewis. For the Centurions, they're led by Shelby Calhoun with 15. 4 players in double figures for the Centurions. 15 for Calhoun. 13 for Jaya McClure. 12 for Alexa Breedlove, 11 for Sydney Rocky, and 4 for Abigail Embry. It'll be Calhoun and Gardner, along with McClure, Rocky, and Lindsey Thomas for the Centurions. Abigail Embry gets her first breather of the night. It's going to be Utterback and Ford, along with Rogers and Melton and Bailey Haynes. And Haynes was going to get the ball in, then give it to Ford, who McClure has come to play man-to-man against. Off it goes to Utterback. Utterback to Ford as she goes around a double pick. McClure able to get to her. Ball on the ground. Ford now has it. Ford lets a 3 fly. Round no good. Rebound to Utterback. Goes back up. No good. Oh, and that was Haynes, excuse me. And she's going to get the foul. Haynes to the line for 2. She has yet to score tonight, but she's 7 of 8 on the year. Fouls on Calhoun, her first, and Haynes is in the scoring column. 6 players have now scored for the Vikings, and Haynes has 2 points. 55-32, Lady Centurions with the lead. McClure goes to Gardner. Down low to Calhoun. Out it goes to Rocky. 3 in the air from the corner. Down deep and out. Rebound comes down to the Vikings. Off it comes to Utterback. Stopped by Thomas. Gardner almost with the steal, but Melton has it. Goes for the shot. No good. Calhoun with the rebound. Calhoun off to McClure. Starts her drive, has an opening, dishes to Thomas, 3 in the air, good. Lindsey Thomas in the scoring column, her 3rd 3 of the year. 58-32 Centurions. Ford around to pick. Steps back for a 3, no good. Rebound McClure. McClure trying to beat everybody down. Dishes to Rocky, who's trailing on the right side, and good. Another assist for McClure. 60-32 Centurions. Rogers gets a shot off, no good. Rebound to Utterback. An over the back shot that's no good, but gets her own rebound, puts it back up and in. Pass to Calhoun. Starts to move. Ball going to be knocked on the floor. Calhoun picks it up, gets it out to Rocky. Lets the three fly. No good. Rebound. Gardner in there for it. Back up. No good, but fouled. Good hustle by Gardner as Melton picks up her third, and Gardner will go to the line for her third time tonight. Yet to convert on a free throw. Trying to get in the scoring column. First shot, no good. Can't get them to fall tonight. And here comes some subs for the Centurion. Breedlove and Embry back in. Sydney Rocky and Shelby Calhoun go out. That may be the last time we see those two this evening. You don't see Gardner and Breedlove play together very often, so they'll both be in there. And Delaney hits her second free throw. She has her first point of the evening. 61-34, Centurions. Haley Rose lets the three fly, no good. Thomas corrals the rebound. Gets it off to Embry. She'll bring it across midcourt. Thomas finds Embry. Breedlove holds the ball high, off to Thomas. Ball going to be knocked away, but Embry saves it. Breedlove has the ball, and there's going to be a foul. Not in the bonus yet. It'll be Centurion ball underneath. Fouls on Bailey Haynes. That is her third. Embry tries to get it in. Ball is stolen by Reiser. Off to Lewis, who's in the game. She's going to try to drive all the way. Now throws a wild pass, but Haynes able to get it. Goes underneath the Rose. Tries the hook shot. No good, but fouled by Breedlove. That'll be the second on Breedlove, and Rose goes to the line for two. Her first time to the line this evening. First shot is up and good. Rose has 5 on the evening. Second shot, no good. Rebound to Gardner. Thomas with the ball. Goes around a pick by Breedlove. Inside to Breedlove. Nice pass from Gardner. Breedlove with a little left-handed hook is no good, but she's fouled. Good position by Breedlove underneath. Good observation by Gardner to hit her with the pass. Fouls on Rose, her second. Breedlove to the line for 2. She is 4 for 6 on the evening. Make it 5 of 7. Breedlove 14 of 23 coming into the game from the line. Led the team in free throw attempts and free throws made. Misses the second. Lewis brings it up. And she travels. Rocky back in the game. Jaya McClure out. Embry to Rocky. Gardner out top, gives it off to Embry. Ball knocked away, and there's going to be a foul on Breedlove. Lewis stole it when Breedlove went back to try to steal it back. Took Lewis's feet out from underneath her, so that's the third on Breedlove. Vikings will bring it down under 4 minutes to go. Three-pointer by Rose, no good. Embry fights for it with Lewis. We got a jump ball, arrow pointing to the Centurions. Embry will bring it down. Round a pick by Breedlove, gives it off to Gardner. Rocky is tied up, but it's going to be a foul instead of a jump ball. That'll be the second on Brooke Blevins. That is the 6th against the Vikings. And the unknown 42 is back in the game for the Vikings. Since we had such a short halftime, I could not get all the way over to the other side of the court to find out who 42 is. She is joined by Kendall McDaniel, number 14. I know that. Rocky behind her back. Embry has the ball out top, off to Rocky. Round a pick by Gardner. Now Embry has it. Pulls up, 15-footer, no good on the bank shot. Rebound comes down to 42. She gives it off to Haynes. She'll bring it across midcourt, picked up by Embry. Lewis has it. Ford out of the game for Vikings, has been for a while. Lewis off to Blevins. Blevins finds Lewis. And there's going to be a palming on Lewis. Ball will go over the Centurions. Couple more subs for the Centurions. Angela Yarberry, Marissa Molestina in the game. Out goes Breedlove and Embry. So it is Yarberry and Molestina along with Gardner, Rocky, and Thomas for the Centurions. Molestina with the ball. Starts the drive, gets it off to Gardner. Gardner finds Rocky in the corner, goes baseline. Now she dishes out. Around it goes Molestina with the three, no good. Rebound comes down to Lewis. Under 2 to go here. Pass out, 15-footer in the air, no good by McDaniel. Rebound comes out Centurions, but taken back by the Vikings. Blevins underneath. There's going to be a foul on Gardner as Madison Moore, who's in the game, tries to get a bucket, but she will now try to get her points from the free throw line. She'll go there with 2. First varsity game for Madison Moore this season. First shot is up and way short to the left. Second shot for Moore. This one hits only the backboard, so it'll be Centurion ball. 1:40 to go. Centurions are going to move to 6-1 on the season. Round County will drop to 1-3. A very good first part of the season for Coach Pride Moore and his Lady Centurions. Rocky brings it back out to Gardner. Gardner to Molestina, 15-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to Moore. Lewis with the ball. Ball comes out. Lewis, an over the head behind the back pass, trying to go for Madison Moore. Couldn't get it to her. .60 seconds to go here at Breathitt County. Centurions lead Rowan County 62-35. Rocky pullback 15-footer, no good. Rebound fought for, coming away with it is the Vikings. Utterback off to Lewis. Lewis crosses over, loses it, gets it back. Out to Utterback. Back to Lewis. Inside, stolen by Gardner, going out of bounds, saves it to Yarberry. Off to Molestina, she's going to lead Thomas. Thomas gets the 2. Good pass by Molestina. 64-35 Centurions. Utterback with the pass. Lewis doesn't look like she can dribble with her left hand very well. Number 42, no good, and that brings us to the end of the game. Centurions come away with a 64-35 victory. We'll be back in a minute to recap the scoring. Welcome back. It was a good day for Centurion basketball, a doubleheader sweep, with the boys winning the first game 63-62 over Breathitt County. The girls winning this game over Rowan County 64-35. Lady Centurions led the entire game as they jumped out to a 9-1 lead, led 15-6 after one, 28-20 at halftime. Then stepped on the gas, I should say. Went up 55-30 at the end of 3, winning 64-35. Scoring for Rowan County, 17 for the freshman Haven Ford, 7 for Utterback, 5 for Rose, 3 for Blevins, 2 for Haynes, and 1 for Lewis. For the Centurions, they were led by Shelby Calhoun with 15, 13 each for Sydney Rocky, Alexa Breedlove, and Jaya McClure, 5 for Lindsey Thomas, 4 for Abigail Embry, and 1 for Delaney Gardner. So we come to the end of weekend play. It's been a busy week for both teams, and the boys are back in action Tuesday as they'll take on KCD at KCD. We'll have that broadcast audio only. Then Christmas break tournament start for both teams. We will not have those on livesportscaster.com, so you're going to have to get up and travel to go see either the boys or lady Centurions play. But after that, in January, we'll be back with them as the 2A tournament starts. Big win for both teams again tonight. Want to thank everybody for joining us today. A beautiful arena here at Breathitt County. I enjoyed bringing the games to you. This is Mike Botello saying goodbye, Merry Christmas, and we will see you Tuesday from KCD. Good night, everybody.